What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 3 Men in a Basement comic book swap dealer preview number 2. But before you see all these great videos, all these great comic books, number 2, right, Raj? 2?
That's
Two. You got to watch our intro. Stay tuned.
Banded together from remote galaxies are 13 of the most sinister villains of all time, the Legion of Doom, dedicated to a single objective, the conquest of the universe. Only one group dares to challenge this intergalactic threat.
That is it, man. That is the intro. It is Wednesday night. Happy hump day to everybody. As always, I am Otto, coming to you live and direct from the grotto, piloting this Millennium Falcon through the Kessel Run. I have my hetero life mate, Roger Levesque. Say what's up to everybody.
What's up, everybody? Pleasure to be here. Looking forward to seeing some of these vendors and what they got in store. The first preview was great. Second preview, I'm expecting to be just as good.
Absolutely, absolutely. So if you're watching this video, you know that on May 14th, we are hosting the 3 Men in a Basement comic book swap at the Angry Hare in Newington, Connecticut. And this is our largest endeavor. This is our largest show. This is the big kahuna of what we've ever done. And for those of you guys don't know, this started off, a couple of years ago with Roger and I sitting around saying, hey, let's get some guys together that want to swap books and talk comics instead of using eBay. And we jumped on it, and we've hosted a few, and last year was a huge success thanks to the Angry Hare at 102 Payne Road in Newington. We had 17 vendors, and it was a huge success. And then we decided to step it up a little bit. Now we've got 34 vendors with local artists. More importantly, dealers that you see at Terrificon, at all the big shows, and also we have lots of people that have books that they want to sell, such as the Defects, Mellow Fellow, Erod 212, Richie's Comic Cabana, J&S Collectibles, Black Dragon, DJ Lynx, Mike the Beast Benson, Brett Bottomley, NRG Comics. My God, Bob Stevenson is going to show you some amazing books. Aegis Comics of Alaska, 360 Comics, Buzz Comics, Fury Comics, my man Emerald Knight, Chucking Dome, awesome, Dudas Collectible Cards, Second Alarm Comics, Lone Wolf Comics, Brick House Comics, Simply Cypress, because we all need soap, Ex-Illusionary, and NY Picasso.
I don't know what happened, but we forgot Comics CT on here.
We did. How do we always forget him?
How do we always forget him? You know what? I think I created a new thumbnail and I forgot to load it in.
All right. Well, you also know that Spineworks is going to be there. Our friends at Captured Collectibles are going to be there. Power Kid Comics, our friends from Artist ALLIEZ, Sean Anderson, Mike Provo from Alaska, and locally, Julian Pasquale. So this is an all-day event. It's going from 10 to 4. I don't know what to tell you. We've worked so hard for this. And, Roger and I have full-time jobs. We have families on the side. And if you want to know, like,
I like how you say the families are on the side. I always thought this was on the side.
Compared to this, it's just unbelievable. And I was thinking about this because this does take a lot of time, a lot of effort. Roger and I have probably sent, 1,000 text messages. Half the time we're arguing with each other because we can't decide. But we want to make this great for the comic book community. And I'll tell you, I thought about this and what's my why? Why am I doing this? And then I'll give Roger 30 seconds to tell his why. Because when I was a kid, I used to go to these shows at the Elks, and I used to see all these beautiful comic books with all this art and all these people talking about comic books and just an escape from reality. And my wife always says, and Roger will agree with this, and I know a lot of people in the community will know this, I am the happiest when I have my friends around me. All right. And I believe that. And whether or not you're a friend of mine in person, whether you're not a friend of mine through Instagram or somebody that I chat with about comic books in general, I consider everybody a friend. And this is an event that I can't wait to have. So that's my why. And Roger, I'll let you talk about your why for 30 seconds, man. I know this is nuts, but
yeah, nothing feels better than when you put all this effort into an event and people walk away happy. Like to watch people having a good time, people saying this was great, I sold a bunch of stuff and I had a great time. It's the best feeling in the world. But my biggest why is the people in this chat right here. The Butcher, Mike the Beast Benson, John Big Daddy Ross, Michael Raphael from Spineworks. We got Chinmo, Comics CT. Sorry, brother. CT Jazz King, the first father of comics. What is going on? We have Anthony Vasquez. Hey, guys, let's go. Can't wait to see everybody this weekend. That's what I'm talking about. We're taking people that have never met each other and then seen each other in a chat, and they're going to show up at this thing. Johnny Dakota, I wish he could make it. Nicholas Gulstra, NY Warriors, what up, Biggie? I'm hoping we're going to see you this weekend. I'm assuming we're going to. Michael P, definitely going to see him. Second Alarm Comics in the house. He's got a store here in Connecticut. He's going to be set up. All the people in this chat, all the people that are fans, the brother's going to be there. Those side families can really take every time. I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
Spidey Powder Tunnels, Jose, maybe he'll surprise us and fly in. I don't know. Brett Bottomley, what's going on? He's going to be set up. This is just, one of the things Ever and I probably do best is throw parties.
Yeah, that's true. We like parties.
We like parties, and we like to throw them because, we're actually pretty good at them. So when we're able to do something like this and bring the community together, it's kind of our thing, whether it's the crawls or the swaps, or organizing live shows at other people's, shows, whether it's Terrificon or in New Hampshire, it brings everybody together, and nothing makes me happier than seeing that.
Right. Because we all have fun things to talk about, whether it's your love for DC Comics, whether it's your love for Marvel Comics, whether it's your love for Silver Age, Bronze Age, Moderns, variants. This is all about comics, and that's kind of what we wanted to do for this. And part of the reason why we got a food truck, part of the reason why we got a DJ, part of the reason why we're doing raffles every hour is because we don't want you guys to leave. Yeah. Right, Raj? We want you to stay and hang out with us, because between the real world and everything like that, we want you guys to know that we appreciate every single person that's going to attend, everybody watching this video, everybody that subscribes and likes to our channel, that we want you guys around us. That's why at our booths at Little Giant, last year at Terrificon, at all the shows that we do, we want everybody around. Whether or not I leave the booth for 20 minutes and have Chinmo run it or
the
whatever.
Whole day.
Yeah, okay. So it's just because I enjoy it, and it really is my passion. So thank you, everybody, for taking your time to watch these videos, to promote us, to share it, to talk about it. And even if you can't make it, just share our thumbnails, let people know about it, because
and tune in, because we're going to be live on Instagram. The defects are going to be live on YouTube. Like,
oh my
make sure
God,
you check us out all day long. There's going to be videos and people posting stuff.
Yep. I can't wait. So is Jay the Butcher going to be running his own lounge? Can you imagine this?
Yeah. So the first preview show, we threw up a picture of the venue, and it was tough to see. So I'm going to try something a little different here. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you a quick.
We're going to highlight real quick.
We're going to highlight this. So right here is the entrance, right? These where you buy the tickets is outside. You come in here, and this is our raffle area. Over here is where the girls are going to be selling raffle tickets.
Yep.
As you come in, you have Erod to the left, J&S Collectibles. This area right here is where the DJ will be. Of course, our tables are up there. Then you have this race structure, what looks basically like a stage. You got Black Dragon, yep, Mike the Beast, Emerald Knight, Brett Bottomley, and Buzz Comics all the way from down south. And then you come over to this one, and there's the lounge. There's the defects, going to be with Mellow Fellow and Uncle Frank. I got to tell you, a few years ago, I definitely would not have put the defects and Uncle Frank on the same stage, but it just fits. It just really works. Yeah. And CBSI Ben is going to be there with them, and this is going to be their lounge. They're going to be doing live shows from there. I'm sure there's going to be some shenanigans. You got Brick House Comics, and then you start the artists. There's Power Kid Comics over here. We have Mike Provo with Aegis and Sean Anderson and Julian here. You have Spineworks over here taking submission, CGC submission. Capture Collectibles will be there witnessing Mike and Sean Anderson signatures if you want that CGC yellow label. Come on over here. You got DJ Lynx and Comics CT. I even spelled it right that time.
There you go.
Then we get this. There's this next race structure. We got Fury Comics with NRG. Fury Comics with an X.
Fury Comics
Simply Cypress. I love it. Making everybody smell better. There's your Second Alarm and True Kingdom. Look over here. Bob Stevenson's got his own little corner over here with all his unique stuff. He's over next to X. You got Richie's Comic Cabana on a Lone Wolf over here. And I think the last two are Dudas Collectibles and 360 Comics.
Unbelievable.
So this is what you're going to get, guys, when you come in there. This little corner over here is going to be the adult area.
Yep, absolutely.
And then if you were to go through the right over here, that's where the bathrooms are and stuff. And if in a perfect world or a world where you walk in here and it's not a comic thing, up here on top, these are actually tattoo rooms. And this is a ramp that goes up to it. So this is the layout of the land. And this is what you're going to expect. And when you get there, we're going to have this picture posted very large on the wall so everybody can see when they're outside, inside, if they're looking for someone specific. And I think this guy right here is getting ready to come on.
He really is. But before Bob, the legendary Bob Stevenson, my man is one of the best hunters, one of the most knowledgeable people in the comic book community. He's just such a great guy to talk about. I guys want you to know that we got a box from SHORTBOX, and this is nothing short of a SHORTBOX. We got stuff to give away. The goal is to have raffles every 30 minutes, or not giveaways every 30 minutes. Giveaways every 30 minutes, and then every hour on the hour, we're going to be drawing raffle winners. So we got so much stuff to give away. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, we're at the point where some of this stuff's just going to get thrown out to the crowd. You know, we're going to have the mic from the DJ. We're going to ask random trivia questions, throw out T-shirts. I think the first 10 paying customers are going to get T-shirts. They're going to get to choose the size that they want. Yeah. They sent us stickers. They sent us buttons. We're just going to be throwing all this stuff away. One of the other things I want to touch on quick before we bring on Bob. So we have shirts that are going to be available. Going to be limited to 50, $25. 5 of those shirts are randomly going to have a raffle ticket in it for a prize. We have a slab and a bunch of other stuff to give away. I'm not going to know what shirts they're. I'm going to have someone randomly stick these raffle tickets inside different sizes. So when you come up to buy a shirt, they're going to allow you to pick which shirt it is you want, so that if you don't get a winning ticket, it's on you. But these are pretty cool shirts with all our sponsors on the back, and we couldn't have done all this without the sponsors. You know, because like Everett said, we work and we pay mortgage and we have kids, and there's no way we could have fronted the money for all this cost.
Right. And there's so many hidden fees. My God, I don't even want to talk about hidden fees. But
and on top of that, we don't charge the vendors, so it's one of the ways we're able to offset the cost of charging the vendors is having sponsorship. So we thank all our sponsors for sure.
Right. And just so you know, Roger and I will be selling stuff. I'm going to be selling my Otto's Raw Dog mystery boxes. I have 25 mystery boxes at $50 each. The grand prize is an ASM 361, 362, 363, all minty. I did a preview video, so please go back in the 3 Men in the Basement videos and watch that. I know Roger's got books priced to sell, right, Raj?
Yeah, I got 10 slabs priced to sell, and I got a short box full of minor keys, and then the back a couple of like runs, you know, like storylines 1 through 6 or whatever.
Right, absolutely. And then we've got a comment right here. It's kind of hidden, so Google mapped it. Yep, it's off 515 Route 515 in Newington, Connecticut. Landmarks you want to look for are Image Inc.
Image Inc. is a printing shop. It's the very front of the same building.
Yes, and you'll see some signs. I've got tons of signs thanks to the Green O. Ready to go, so you will see all those things.
And there's not a ton of parking, guys, but there's a lot of businesses around there. So if you find that the parking lot's full, go past the building and to the right. There's a whole storefront that businesses that aren't open on Saturdays.
Yep.
Just go. It's just a short walk. Don't go nuts trying to park on the grass and stuff. You go, 300 feet down the road, and there's going to be plenty of parking.
Absolutely, and we've got food too. We've got a great food truck. A Taste of Home LLC is going to be our food provider, and it's just we've posted the food that they're going to be bringing. It's Spanish American flair. They're going to have breakfast. They're going to have tons of food. So can't wait. Throwback King, man. I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait. That's awesome. But
make sure you introduce yourself.
Yes.
Come up to us, say, hey, Roger, hey, Otto, it's Throwback King. So we know you guys see us. We don't always get to see what your faces look like or what your real names are. So make sure don't be offended if we do a double take on who you are, and please reintroduce yourself over and over again.
Yes, absolutely. And enjoy yourself with everybody. There's so many people in the comic book community that will be there. So, all right, without further ado, I'm going to bring on somebody who has become a great friend of mine, a great friend of Roger's, and somebody who's just a great person in the comic book community. And every time I see him, I always learn something different, whether it's a fanzine book, whether it's information about a book. This guy is a true hunter. He's a true digger. He sets up at all the big shows. He's gracious enough to come
Such
to our
unique
show.
stuff too.
What's that?
Such unique things too.
Oh, it's unbelievable what this guy has. So let's bring him on right now. My God. And look what he's bringing. Bob Stevenson, my man.
Hey, Roger. Hey, Otto. It's Bob Stevenson.
I can't
What's
wait. I'm
going
so
on?
excited, man. You brought Batman with you?
Yeah. Can't see.
Yeah.
This is the Michael Keaton Batman that went to bookstores in 1989. So there are a few hundred of them out there. I just picked it up from some friends who are going to let me bring it and sell it.
Really?
I was looking for.
Oh my God.
You were mentioning going to the Elks Club.
Yeah.
So as a kid, I would go and crawl around on the floor in the quarter boxes. And there was this one day in like 1980, I don't know, 84, 85, where this dude showed up with like maybe 50 long boxes of distributor stuff.
Oh,
Quarter each. I bought like 600 books. Every one of them I've sent to CGC came back 9698, all of them. And
really?
When you said that, I realized I have one left. Here's the only one left from those hundreds of books from 1984. It's a double cover, green team, first issue. You can tell why it's still here.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Look
that
at
show was awesome.
Yeah, no, it was amazing, Bob. And you know, when you set up, it was amazing. Like this past year, not before we talk about our show, this past year, you were at Terrificon and you were not in the main arena, you were like in the hallway down, and you're like, do you think this is going to be a good place? And I go, Bob, this is going to be a great place.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the show, by Sunday, when I was like, Bob, how you doing? You're like, I can't talk, Otto. I lost my voice. And I know you did very well.
Mitch lets me set up out there because I'll have a museum exhibit each year. This year's museum exhibit is going to be Marvel Mania. So it's going to be all Marvel Mania fanzines, Marvel Mania blacklight posters, con posters, whatever I can come up with.
Nice.
I love it. The blacklight poster is very hard to find these days, right? Like,
well, so the originals are pricey, and yeah. So I'm not going to bring a lot of originals. People aren't walking around with $500 to buy a poster, so I'll have some of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're set up at the 3 Men in the Basement comic book swap. You had a great time last year. I hope you did. At least that's what you did. And because you're coming back, so that's great.
Yeah, it's great. And I noticed great additions to the lineup. And I like that there's still a swap feel to it. People showing up with short boxes. They want to trade. They want to haggle on stuff. That's great. Love it.
Yeah, because I mean, I think that's really important because we all have equity in our collection, right? We buy, we sell, we trade, we move stuff. And one of the things that I really, really enjoy is haggling with my books. I've got this book, you've got that book, we've got tokens like that have dollar value, and that's part of the whole deal. It's the art of the deal, and I thoroughly enjoy that. So I'm glad you do too, man. That's awesome.
Well, and although I'm perceived as a dealer who sets up at all these, pretty much every single item I'm selling is a double. So I'm a collector. I'm a collector at heart. I have about 100,000 books. They're not all in that core collection, but I bring a few thousand doubles to sell.
Yes. Can I find my Foom 10 somewhere? When are we going to end up with a Foom 10 in Otto's collection?
I keep looking. I have one nice, beautiful 9.0 copy.
I know. You don't want to sell that. But that being said, let's see some of the great books that you're going to be bringing. Roger.
Highlight this guy, man.
Nice.
Thank you.
So I kind of put them in little piles thinking maybe people are looking for different like angles to collect in. So for example, everybody loves Steve Ditko. When I put my book out on that has a Steve Ditko cover, people ask about it all day. I'm going to have some obscure stuff by Ditko. Like, have you seen All Stars 1? It's got a Ditko cover fanzine from the 1965. Nowhere else do you see this thing.
It's dope.
Dope. Convention brochures, Steranko on the cover of this one.
Look at that.
1971 Comic Art Con. 1968 Comic Art Con with a Will Eisner cover. 1969 with who's this? Oh, Hal Foster.
Really?
Jesus.
Have you finished up your Warlock many book appearances? He's the best because you're collecting Iron Man. You're jumping over to Warlock. You're jumping over to what is it? Marvel Premiere. Then you're jumping to the Hulk, where he has that 3 issues on that other Earth there. You got to follow that saga all the way through to the the Marvel features.
Look at that.
Got Sandman coming up. right?
Yeah.
At some point, got a bunch of Sandman. Don't forget those keys. They were in the movies, but they didn't.
Red Guardian, love that book.
Yeah.
Love it. Now's the time to buy it.
Yeah. It's a great time to buy some books that are sort of off the radar, but will come back on.
Yeah,
Another rarity, Tinian, the guy that writes Batman.
yeah.
During the pandemic, he did a horror fanzine. There were a couple hundred copies printed. This is a first edition. Goes for
Really?
good money.
Oh my God.
Don't forget Funny Aminals. Anyone know what appeared here first?
Not at all.
This is the original place where Mouse appeared. The story Mouse that won the Pulitzer Prize as a graphic novel. 1972. It goes all the way back to there. This book has disappeared off the internet ever since that controversy over using it in the classroom out in Tennessee. New York City Outlaws. It'll be a movie soon. Nobody knows this is coming. These things are small press. Ken Landgraf, great art. Great stuff.
Oh my God.
Got a copy of Macross, first roll tech in America.
Right. Big book right there. Very catching on.
Don't forget the Gru keys.
Yeah.
Your first Chockle, or I don't know how you say it, Chackle. Right. And I'll bring some standard stuff, some standard keys. First, who's this? This is off the radar again.
Yeah.
She'll be back.
Yep.
Invaders. Got a couple copies of the usual.
Bob, show the Invaders again. Very underrated book right there.
Yeah,
Roy
I think this
Thomas,
book's
great
way
book.
underpriced.
Very
Undervalued.
underpriced.
You can get a 9.4, 9.6 for a couple $100 or under still.
Great. And we had Roy Thomas on once, and he talked about that book in depth, how much he loved writing it and what it's all about. So great book to talk about that people just pass up. I don't get it.
I think so. And keep going for that Warlock run. You got the first
Pip.
First of that reboot series here. I'll bring some Defenders. These are starting to move finally.
Finally, the Defenders are finally getting some love, man.
Yeah, I mean the original art for the cover of this just sold at auction for an enormous amount of money. I think it was $300,000 somewhere up there.
Good God.
And I mean I try to bring some unusual stuff too. It's a nice Golden Age cover with a lot of it's got some drug use and other things going on. LB Cole cover. Got your Fantastic 450. I think that's the first full Surfer cover.
Yeah.
And then we got the movie coming out. I have a copy.
Yes, look at that. Oh my God. Oh,
here's the first Black Adam in Alter Ego. This is Roy Thomas writing the article in the early 60s.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I think if you're looking for something off the radar that's never going to disappear and is vastly undervalued nowadays, a lot of the early women's comics, underground stuff that these aren't going away. This stuff's super rare. There's probably one of these printed for every 1,000 of the Marvel books.
Really?
Women's comics was the second. What was it? It was the third. There were all girl comics. And It Ain't Me, Babe was also printed. These are things to go after. Justin Green just passed a couple weeks ago. His stuff is incredible, autobiographical comics.
Yep.
Grass Green, you ever find this guy's stuff, you grab it. This stuff is super rare. Grass Green, one of the early black comic artists in the mainstream and the fanzine press.
Bob, I want you to know you raised the comic book IQ of 3 Men in a Basement by like points. Like we are just new compared to what you are showing right now, which is unbelievable.
Here's the problem. I got to the end of the Marvel and DC stuff. And I said, "What's next?" People have been starting to hunt these down. All those Dave Stevens covers for minor books. They're not super expensive, but there's some beautiful covers. Twisted Tales. Alien Worlds, these get a little bit of love, but these are out there and fairly cheap still. Here's the first Rocketeer.
Yes, Rocketeer right there. Was that Star Slayer right there? Was that what it was?
Star Slayer #2.
Yeah.
This series had the first Grimjack, the first Rocketeer, the first Gru. This thing is under the radar still. You can pick these up here and there. I think that this stuff has just disappeared out of boxes lately. These other runs, the Tales to Astonish, Tales of Suspense books, they're run books. They're not keys, but they're still affordable out there.
Yeah. Great classic covers, Oh my God.
I've been going after things like this lately. foreign editions of Marvel books. Got Iron Man, Captain America, and a nice. Here's a first Kang or Ramatut.
Really?
Spanish edition from Spain.
Nice.
Roger, you've gone down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, I've been buying the ASM 300. I got the Italian. I bought the Russian one. I got the Mexican one.
Go for the Mexican foil. Death of the marriage of Gwen Stacy stuff. That stuff's awesome.
Yeah.
How about Mark Grunwald? Here's some stuff where these are essays and ads and things explaining the reality where he connected Marvel and DC before he was writing for Captain America and some other books. He was trying to come up with a philosophy to unite all the comics. And these are some neat, really rare items. Maybe 50 copies would have been printed in the mid-70s.
Right. Oh, my God.
Got some Vampire Tales, first Satana. Captain Britain stuff.
Yes, right there.
I think these are still super affordable. All these the art books, like these sketch books from some of these artists, Neil Adams, John Buscema. There were 2 of the Adams and just 1 of the Buscema. And then even these art catalogs have some awesome old advertisements for original art back in the 70s with beautiful covers. I'm going to bring some slabs.
Yep. Look at that.
Defenders.
That wall behind you, Bob, is that wall that you're bringing that wall behind you right there?
99% of this stuff is going to come. I have some people I work with and help them sell stuff on consignment kind of thing. So I have to talk to a couple of them to see if they want me to bring certain books. Most of this stuff is mine. Almost 99% of this is mine, and it'll be there. The coolest books up here. Oh, it's not up here. I got an Akira 198.
Oh my God. Got
some Howard the Duck 94. Wolverine. I don't know if you can.
Yeah, no, we see it. Trust me, we see it.
Yeah, fun stuff. Here's some. I know Neil Adams. I'm so sad about this. I sat up next to that guy so many times. Love talking to him. He did a Batman drawing for my son, and he did some fanzine work for different magazines back in the early 70s. Champion 5, he did the cover for. Yeah. Storico did the back cover this one, I think.
Wow, legends right there.
Yeah. Anything? Is there anything on the wall you want me to?
No, I mean it just looks amazing. You got some great X-Men books. I see a couple Silver Surfer.
See the Star Wars popping out there.
Yeah, like 99% of this I haven't brought to a show before. Like the Cherry Pop-Tart I have, a couple of the Star Wars. The X-Men were in my long boxes. I think these are still bargains out there. The early X-Men books you can still get under $50 in decent shape.
Yes, I agree with you.
Grab them.
Yeah. My God, look at this. Jesus, Bob. You're always bring great stuff. I mean, half the stuff you've shown, I'm flabbergasted. 3/4 of it. I'm
one last item. This is not going to be for sale, but you guys would appreciate this.
Yeah.
I'm now caretaker of a sketchbook from the 1980s, where this guy walked around at conventions in LA, San Diego Comic-Con, and this is never leaving my presence, but there's some amazing stuff in here.
Will you have that at the swap so people can see?
I can bring it for people to look. Here's Jack Kirby signed this page. Gil Kane, Forey Ackerman.
Wow. Oh, my God.
This page is an early sketch of
Usagi. Yeah.
1985. Here's Harvey Kurtzman signing.
That's pretty cool.
Jack Davis. It's just loaded. Here's Gru.
Yeah.
And this stuff is all super early for this. Anyway, I'll bring this with me for people.
I would love to take a look at that. That's comic book Americana right there.
Yeah, this thing's sticking with the PC.
I hear you. More importantly, I mean, you can't put a price on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
You know. So.
Well, and the guy I picked it up from, he took care of it for a lot of years, and I think was helping out the family with it. And I paid what I could and let him know this isn't going anywhere. This will be part of a museum display someday of Comic-Con memorabilia.
Awesome. And I believe that, Bob, because you are a true comic book historian. Your passion resonates through this. Your knowledge is unbelievable. And you raise the IQ of 3 Men in the Basement by points. I mean, we could probably get into college. Before we were community college bound. Now we could probably get into like the state university.
The Ivy League.
Awesome. So, Bob, we're going to let you go. We've got some other people are going to come on, but
thanks for joining us.
You came and you led off and you showed us some great books. So,
when are you looking forward to it? You guys are doing the right thing with the comic, a little that swap feel that I love the DJ, the food truck, all of it. I can't wait.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, brother.
Man. Appreciate you, brother.
Forward to seeing you.
Yeah, me too.
All right. See you, man. Oh, dude. It's just unbelievable. I mean, he just brings so much to the table that I can't get enough of it. I could listen to him all day, you know?
Yeah.
I could listen to him all day. So thank you, Bob, for coming on. Now we've got somebody new to the channel or to the swap. Can't wait. He's been great with us. He's been communicating with us, and he's a local guy. We love local people from Connecticut. So we're going to bring on Second Alarm Comics, and he has been fantastic when we've been talking about this and being flexible and working with us. So let's bring him on, Raj. Bring him out from the back. All right. Look at that.
What's
what a
going
setup.
on? Yeah, look at that.
All right, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
we can hear you good, man. Yeah, it's great.
All right, I'm excited to be here. Second Alarm Comics. We love comic collectors. We love readers. We love speculators, flippers. You know, there's a lot of stores that kind of give a little, you know, the hairy eyeball to somebody that's coming in with their phone and checking their list. Bring it in. Bring your list. Bring your spec. We're here to sell comics and be a part of the community in that way. And there's always a little meat on the bone for everyone here. So
Of course.
And you know what? I gotta tell you, I randomly one day showed up at his shop, just took a drive out there just to check it out. And he's right. Like, he had no idea who the hell I was, and I was going through books. I'm like, oh, and I took my phone out, and he's like, you know, did you find what you're looking for? Like, there was no animosity or nothing like that. And I got some great deals from him. I walked away with a stack of books. So he's got a great little store there.
Right. It's North Branford, Connecticut, right? Foxton Road. I mean,
yeah, real easy. Route 80 in North Branford. We're right off 95 or 91. It's a couple miles off the road, and you come in, we'll have a good time. We're open Tuesdays to Saturdays, 10 to 5.
Love it. Love it. How was Free Comic Book Day for you this year?
Free Comic Book Day was fantastic. We probably had more traffic than we've had in prior years. And, you know, a lot of that last couple of years, COVID. Can I tell you a quick Reader's Digest version about me and how we came?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Absolutely.
You got it, man. Let's hit it.
Awesome. So, you know, obviously, just like everyone else here watching YouTube and 3-Minute Basement fans, I've been a comic reader, lover my entire life. But I had the bug for doing a little more than that. Even when I was young, as a teenager, I set up a distribution account and I called it Neighborhood Comics. I didn't have a retail storefront, and I literally sold them to the kids in the neighborhood and just loved doing that. Amassed a lot of comics, sold a lot of great books that I wish I had back, but we all have those stories.
Sure.
But so I'm a firefighter by trade, and I went into that career and I love doing that. And I said, you know, you can't do that. It's a young person's job, and you can't do that forever. And what am I going to do when I retire? And I started thinking about it, and I said, well, I have all these comic books my wife's always complaining about in the house. So let's make this happen. Let me see if I can make this happen. And I found the right location, and you know, I know a lot of the retailers around, and they're all great. And so, you know, I'm just looking to find my niche and be there for those that are looking for another shop in the area.
Fantastic. That's
Nice.
great. And hopefully we can make that work. You know, we're all local to Connecticut. We want to make that work. And I'm looking behind you. I see some great books behind you. So I got to ask, personal collector too? Like, you must have your own personal collection, right?
I do. I actually have almost my entire collection in the store. I think our prices are very competitive. And like I said, we like leaving a little meat on the bone. I don't send out to CGC. We do have slab books that have come in from collections, but I like to leave that equity for you. You come in,
love the raw dog,
and send it out, you know? So that's your thing. But I do have some personal collection items, and that's why I say our prices are usually good. Those are priced a little higher because I don't want to.
You don't want to sell it, right? I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you very much for believing us and setting up this time at our show. And let's see what you got. What are you going to bring? I can't wait.
So, you know what's amazing? I was watching Bob and his approach, and he had some stacks of different ideas, and that's what I did. I kind of categorized a few ideas and actually some similar ideas. Now, he's got an amazing what he's bringing. I mean, that was a tough act to follow because what he's bringing is a lot of fire. But let me start actually with I wasn't going to start this way, but let me start with a little foreign, because he was talking about some foreign stuff, and I love the foreign books. And let me tell you, we have got a decent collection. I've got some Star Wars foreign. We've got some, Hulk 180, 181 stuff. We've got, I think Roger was just talking about this book.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's interesting about this? I think when they came out with that Venom cover, it took the luster away from this just a little bit for me, because this was an amazing cover and one of a kind. Really, it's the only one like it.
Yeah, that Italian version is probably one of my favorites.
Especially.
Aside from the original, because it's the original, that's definitely the best.
That's right, and it has 299 and 300 in it.
Yeah, yep.
Of course, if you speak Italian. So
Yeah.
and there's the 301. Djurjevic, Ultimate Fallout. Love this. You can pick this up not that expensively, under $1,000. This book, U.S. version is a $20,000 comic.
Yeah.
Greg Land, Mexican version. Again, if you like it, this is a great way to get into that cover and have it in your collection. Adam Hughes, another tough Gwen.
Yeah.
But then a couple foreign books. So this is kind of in that same genre. And then Daredevil 1. So, the foreign stuff is actually, I have a lot of it, and I'm going to be bringing it to the show because I know not a lot of people do, and it gives people a chance to see something a little different.
So on Tuesday night, Roger says, I really can't buy a lot this weekend. I'm looking to sell stuff. And now that he's looking at that, I can see the look on his face where he's like, oh, I'm screwed.
I hate all of you.
I'm going to highlight those for you, Roger, okay?
Yeah.
So,
I hate all of you.
Right. We got some nice copies and Wolverine limited series. Pick your flavor, little newsstand or direct. Wolverine regular series. I love the Turtles. So my first comic shop was Time Warp in Ansonia. I don't know did you guys ever visit that?
I remember it as a kid. I remember the Time Warp hearing about it, but I couldn't never make it down.
The owner was amazing, Bob Shortell. He was great. Well, he had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the counter. Not the first print. I missed out on that. He had the second print, and I said, no, I'm not buying the second print. And well, what a mistake that was, right? But I did buy most of them, so I do have later printings of number 1. We got number 2, number 3, got number 4. These will all be at the show. So
Wow.
Some of these are tougher to find, and we've got them available. So, and then of course,
our friend Chinmo's a huge Turtles guy. Our friend, a huge Turtles guy. So
I always keep Usagi with the Turtles. I think it's a good combo.
Yep.
All right, so let's get into a couple other things. So, do have a little bit of silver and even a little bit of gold we'll be bringing. So, got some books you probably recognize.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Second Goblin, Scorpion.
Look at that. Love it.
Jeez.
Another Goblin. So, I buy collections, and a lot of people come in and they say to me, hey, I've been to a few places and you've given us a nice offer. You've been very fair with us.
Good.
Try to do first is always find the value of the collection. What are you selling? Let's figure out a value, and then I can figure out what percentage I can pay.
Yep. Love that cat book right there.
Yeah, that's an iconic cover, isn't it?
That's iconic. Red Skull right on the cover, holding a cube. Yep.
Yep. Some early Fantastic Four. Some Surfer covers. I don't know if you guys saw Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah.
Thought about Black Bolt there, and
Yep.
some interesting, because ABC ruined the Inhumans. That's
Oh, awful.
I love all content except that. That was terrible.
No, well, I gotta tell you, I've watched it twice. I'll be honest with you, but it wasn't as bad as the FF, so that's okay. So I mean, that's my or Ghost or what was it? Not oh my God, I forget. I won't even talk about it. But we'll move on. I won't take your time.
Little Affleck Daredevil. Yeah. Okay. No. Anyway, Silver Surfer. It flies out of the store. It comes in. I can't keep it in stock. Everybody loves Silver Surfer. I've got some older stuff, some kind of oddball, Golden Age, and then I've got an early Batman. This is Batman 12, which is
Right on. There you go.
Batcave.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the first appearance of the Batcave.
Yeah, it's actually not even an appearance, but they talk about Batman's lair, so it's considered the first Batcave.
Really?
In story,
Oh my
right?
God.
Yeah. I don't know about you guys. When I really was young and into collecting, Black Suit Spidey was it for me. So
Yeah.
I love that. I love all that stuff. So I got a lot of Black Suit Spidey coming. Great covers. Pick your flavor.
I may like the black suit a little bit.
Yeah. All right. What about Bronson? We haven't really talked about that. This is a book I think is very undervalued. First
Red Wolf. Yeah.
So definitely have that. Have a lot of Man Thing. I even have giant size man thing. So you know,
Yes.
girls love the giant size man thing. So,
That's
yes,
right,
they
that's
do.
right.
That's what
That's
I've been
right.
told, anyways.
Yeah.
some horror stuff. You know, the 70s Marvel horror, I think is really gaining traction. I think people are
I agree. The horror books are blowing up right now. People are into that and the monsters.
You guys remember these? How about these? These were the book.
Oh yes,
with
the records in them.
right. So I got a whole bunch of those. Again, something you don't always see, right?
And I love it because I still collect vinyl on the side, and I love it.
That's the greatest thing about the having all you different people is everybody has something that nobody's seen before. That's so awesome.
I think that's, and when you think about it, and the way you named it, Comic Swap, that's what it's designed to be. Things you don't have. We don't need 5 copies of the same key. You want to see something different, and
yeah.
bring it out.
Yeah, and that's kind of the way we modeled this and kind of went with it. But oh my
Novas.
God,
let's go.
How am I doing on time? A couple more minutes.
Yeah, you got it, man. Let's go.
Nova 1, right? I think that's another book that's just right. Invaders. This is gaining some traction.
Yeah.
People like the Bronze Age. If you can't afford Surfer 1, you got the Fantasy Masterpieces reprints. Little Red Sonja.
Yeah.
Right. So some Red Sonja keys. And you know, I do a lot with second prints, and I know second prints, a little bit of a controversial issue. Some people say, that's not the first or whatever. But some of those second prints are kind of tough to find. So I've got some second prints. We got some Gore second print, Gore first appearance second prints from God of Thunder. We got some more books like that. So that's that Billy Morales with her on the cover.
Nice.
And then a couple more I just want to close up with. Some exclusive covers.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Right? Like the Whatnot exclusives. And I'm going to go back. I'm going to look through the live chat. You know, I know you guys really encourage people. Say what you like. Say what you like to see.
Please do.
Yeah, absolutely. If there's anything you're looking for, guys, put it in the chat because these guys may be sitting on it and not know to bring it.
Right?
Oh, look at that. The Boss Logic Black Adam.
Boss Logic, Black Adam. There's the
Huge
Jock
fan.
Batman. You know, DC specs sometimes a little tough, but these covers that were a little tougher to get are rarer. They do well. Star Wars. Star Wars is doing great. Let me go into a little bit of Star Wars for you. So I don't have any #1 first prints. Those all sell when they come in, but I've got some different flavors. I know Roger's versed on this. I've been watching you guys. Roger, all the different variants on this.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. They try to trick you.
Yeah. And then these are all first prints. I think a good time to pick one of these up.
Nice. Yeah.
I have a whole bunch of those. First Kenobi. And then a couple Dark Horse. I've got Knights of the Old Republic that's going to be there nearly an entire run.
Is that the first Dark Talon cover, the one that you had there?
Yeah,
that's Zero?
Dark Talon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rod with the eye. Look at you.
Yeah.
First appearance of this guy.
And then these are the comic book exclusive set. So
Oh, are you effing kidding me right now?
These were really tough to get. It's coming. So it's going to be there Saturday. So
what do you have? What's the price tag on that?
we'll talk.
My Ahsoka statue after 2.5 years is showing up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Finally,
wow.
My Hot Toys after 2.5 years of waiting for this goddamn thing. I get and you show me a stupid reprint of her first appearance.
Love it.
I tell you what, though, although it took that long, look at the bright side. I had a great time.
Feed the.
That's it.
Main
Roger says, I'm not buying the Tuesday night. Roger goes, I'm not buying nothing. I gotta sell. Oh, look at the Batman. I know somebody that's interested in that right now.
All right, so we got some McFarlane. So I'm gonna go through my McFarlane real quick. We all know that one. It's a great key, high grade. These are both. I don't know if you can see the signature. These are both Sam Tangled Web signed copies of McFarlane. There's a lot of signed McFarlane stuff out there. These, although they were plentiful when they came out, these are a little bit tougher to come by. And I'll have some of those out. If you're not familiar with those, he stamped them on the back. Are you guys familiar with this?
Not at all, to be honest with you. Why don't you educate us?
So I'm going to give it just a little info on it. The signature looks different than McFarlane's signature today. So I don't know if you can see that.
Yep.
All right. And then on the back, right there, there's a stamp.
Okay.
That stamp that only came with this series of signed comics, and he signed a bunch, but then that was it. They're all done.
Really?
So if you're a McFarlane collector, your collection's not complete without one of these. I'll just throw that out there. Yep. This is that keepsake collection. This was a numbered collection, came out at the same time. And then you can't just have Spawn 1, you gotta have newsstands. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Look
there
at
you
you.
go. Guys, I think that's it. I've got some more keys.
That's a
I've
great
got some more
collection.
stuff. We're gonna see
That's
it
some
at the
great
show.
stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I mean, people might end up in Second Alarm Comics before Saturday. So
When are you setting up? Are you setting up Friday or Saturday morning?
So I'm working Friday. I'm looking to get there. What time are you guys wrapping up on this? Or maybe we'll take it offline. We'll figure it out. But
yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll definitely figure it
I was
out. But,
planning to set up Saturday morning, get there early.
yeah,
Okay.
no problem. We'll make that happen. So, but I mean, you're located in North
Just-
Branford, Connecticut. So I mean, people might end up there tomorrow getting some books. So
They're
That's
all
awesome.
available. And,
Just take those comic book exclusive covers of Clone Wars 1 and just put them aside, please.
They might
Yeah.
accidentally go with me in the car today. So
Yeah,
we'll,
Okay, I love
don't
it.
even let anybody else look at them.
so much
guys, I
for
want to
that.
thank you both so much. The whole production and Dave in the cave. I'm sure he's lurking somewhere, and all the sponsors. Thank you all very much. This is great.
We appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's
Yeah,
been a
you, man.
pleasure to
Thank
have you
you.
on. Can't wait to see you on Saturday.
Great, awesome.
Right.
Have a good one.
We're gonna need more money.
Oh my God. We're gonna need a bigger boat.
We're gonna need a bigger boat for this. So much for that.
God.
I think I might need to make 50 short. I mean, oh boy. Okay, that's it. Okay. Without further ado, we got to bring the DJ on, right? It's about time
That's
to
right.
bring the DJ
Yeah.
on. One of our sponsors, our man DJ Lynx with the
What's
best camera in the
up?
business.
Yo, what is going on, my dude?
Mr. Mystery Box himself.
How you guys doing?
Good, DJ. Good to
man.
see you, my man. I'm glad you're here, man. Glad to have you come on.
Thank you. I am so excited for this. You don't understand. This is gonna be the first time I'm ever selling at a show.
That's what I'm saying. I'm so glad that you listened to us and you let us talk you into setting up a table because you stepped up right away. You were one of the first people who became one of our sponsors, your 9.8 sponsor. We appreciate that. And I'm like, you're a sponsor. Why don't you set up too? And you're like, I don't know.
Yeah, Roger's like, come on. You're like, wow.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
then
glad you
the
did.
wheels start turning, and you're like, "Yeah, maybe I should. And I'm like, why wouldn't you, man? Let's go. Let's do it. And
No, that's exactly what happened. So thank you for the opportunity. I came back home and I was just like, damn. Oh, I just hear in my mind like Roger saying, "Stop being a little bitch." And come outside. And
Oh, you
I hit
heard
up
that, huh?
Roger. Yeah. I hit up Roger and I was just like, yeah, I need to do this. Not only like to sell some stuff, move some things, but it's just another step, another progression, another piece of evolution as far as being part of the community. And I'm just so excited to be there on Saturday.
Hell
oh,
yeah.
fantastic, man. I agree with you on that. And that's kind of like where this has come. And you know, it's kind of like, well, we're going to get a table. If you're going to get a table, why don't you sell something? And why don't you do this? And you know, it's about making a hobby fund itself. And we collect stuff and we like it, but then we got to move stuff and to buy other stuff and keep going. And it's just fantastic. But man, I give you a lot of credit first and foremost for stepping up as one of our sponsors, and then for actually try to move some things, man. So awesome. So
yeah, absolutely. I love what you guys do, and I just want to help as much as I can.
yeah, man, let's do it. Let's hit it, Rod. So why don't you highlight him?
Highlight this guy, man.
Oh man. So
All right, hold on, let's
there we go. So, like I said, it's my first time selling at a show, so I'm gonna have a mix of things, an amalgamation of things. Right now, I have 5 short boxes of books, 2 slab short boxes, the BCW black boxes. So I just pulled out a couple of random things. And aside from books, we're gonna have some swag. So we're gonna have some merch from another friend of the channel, Spidey's Powder Tumblers.
Spidey Tower Tumblers. The other Mr. Skinny.
Yeah, so
Lo and behold, the two of us decided not to eat like slobs after Rificon last year.
yeah, I'll be selling some of these DJ Lynx tumblers.
Oh, nice.
Fairly priced. I'll have some sticker packs, 2 stickers, a magnet, and a pin. I'll be selling t-shirts like this one, $20. We have large, extra large, double XL, $20. Everything's for cost. And then I guess what I'm really excited about. So I just launched my own variant. So they're up for pre-order. I have about 20 copies left. So I'll be taking pre-orders for this. So I have
What is that? Say that again.
So this is my own exclusive. So I teamed up with Javon Jordan for his book Hail Crow that he's launching, and I got my own retailer exclusive, and it went up.
Look at you.
Yo,
Congrats, man.
I'm gotta be like you, dogs.
Yeah.
Thank you. And it went up on Friday for pre-order, and I'm like 80% sold out just on pre-sales. So the rest we're gonna do it at the show. And then as far as books, like I said, it's just an amalgamation of things. A lot of the books in the bins you're gonna find are $2 books, $3 books. Then there'll be $100 book. Then there are books that are marked free, like legit. There's a circle that says free, just take it. And then some of the stuff that we have, you know, C2E2 exclusive of this Do You Poo, which is a hot book.
I love it.
First Bishop, first full Bishop. I hit the price tag there because I don't.
Yeah.
First Jubilee.
Oh, nice. I love that book.
The secret variant.
Oh boy, here we go. This guy over here.
Oh, you saw I just froze? You say I'm a professional.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Thank you. Oh, I love that. That's a great cover.
Yeah, this is the secret variant. So with X-23 on it. This is a big one. So Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters.
No
and
way.
This one is signed by Miko Suyan.
Oh, beautiful.
So gorgeous, gorgeous cover. I'm going to be moving some hip hop stuff. Punisher #1. New York Comic Con exclusive of this Miles. I think it's 25. Thor 119 or Journey into Mystery 119. First appearance of the Warriors 3.
Nice.
So that'll be in the bin. This all new Inhumans #1, 1 in 50. This is kind of like a unicorn. There's Immortal Hulk.
Can you just put that aside? Put my name on it, please. Jesus Christ.
Immortal Hulk 20. This is the set.
I'm not paying mortgage this month.
Immortal Hulk 20. This is the set. You get the trade dress and the Virgin.
Oh, nice.
This Greg Horn variant. Immortal Hulk #1. This is part of that 3 panel set. So one of them is Iron Man, Thor, and then this is the Immortal Hulk one. This is a super hot book. I think this is Fallen Angels, super limited. First Black Knight in his own story.
Beautiful.
This Captain Britain enjoys the MI3, and then this beautiful, super beautiful copy. What am I doing? I need to put this back.
Oh my god, dude.
Very nice.
Oh, that's for me the beaut right there, man.
Yeah, so Amazing Spider-Man #40. And then we're gonna move some slabs. Let me just try to find the space. A lot of hip-hop stuff, a lot of modern stuff. So
love it.
Wolverine 9.6, hip-hop.
Rest in peace.
Yes,
Yeah,
Astonishing
DMX, my
Ant-Man.
favorite. Yeah.
9.6. Ooh, this is a beauty. So Black Panther #1 and a 9.8.
yeah.
Super hard to get in a 9.8.
Yeah.
The homage to the Black Album. Eternals #3. First appearance of Cersei.
Love it.
Spider-Gwen 9.4. Slick Rick
Nice.
homage. ODB homage. Howard the Duck. First appearance of Deadpool.
Oh my god,
What am
Ryan.
I doing? Babe, put this back.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
That boy ain't messing around.
I'm looking for something in particular. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna kind of downgrade. So I'm looking for one book in particular. But this hurts me. This hurts me.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna make it on Saturday, if I'm being completely honest. Totally Awesome Hulk.
Love it. I love that Mob Deep cover.
Avengers.
Oh, look at this right here. Yeah,
yeah.
man.
First
Dude,
Red
I
Guardian.
love that, dude. I've got to buy that book. I'm gonna buy that book. I'm sorry.
Hit me up.
Yeah.
Batman first Damian Wayne. First Department of Truth #1 and a 9.8 CBCS. This is a dope one. Something is Killing the Children #16. Big Time Collectibles signed by Miko Suyan. This is the Color Splash version. What else we got going on over here? Astonishing X-Men.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I trapped myself in this corner, by the way.
Yeah, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta dig yourself out.
Black Panther #3, which is pretty hot. First appearance of Tosin. DMZ #1, which is a hot show on HBO Max. Oh, this is beautiful. Extreme Carnage Alpha.
Oh, I love
that.
Signed by Clayton Crane. Signed and sketched with the he calls it the murder signature.
Yeah, I don't know. The rainbow signature, this, that, whatever it is, it's more money every time you see them. So
Yeah, now this one right here.
oh man.
So
That's
this is
dope.
This is definitely a ghost. So this is coming with me. Moon Knight #3, the Jeffrey Verd.
How hard was it for you to pull these things out and say, I can part with this, I can't part with this? Like, I mean, to be honest, and I just got to ask it, just spend 30 seconds on this. The personal collector in you versus the vendor, because you've become that, it's very hard, right? Like it is a fine line, right? I mean, can you allude to that? Or have you, like, look at the way you're talking about these books, man. You don't want them to go.
Yeah, no, it's super hard. But what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to consolidate. Like,
Yes,
I have a lot of stuff, of stuff.
Yeah, clearly behind what you got behind you and everything like that.
Yeah, so my mindset is if I can turn all this into one big book, that's the plan for Saturday. So yeah, that's definitely the plan. And then speaking of big books, this is another one.
Oh, nice. 9/8 too.
Yeah, 9/8, first appearance of America Chavez. And then last but certainly not least, part of the Fort Wall, this Last Ronin John Jang variant in a 9/9.
Wow. Oh,
beautiful.
my God.
9/9.
Lynx, you're killing it, man. You're killing it.
Bring the heat, baby.
What happens is it's just like, this is my first time, so I'm just like balls to the wall.
Yeah, go big or go home, right?
Yeah. I'm a vendor now. You can't tell me anything. Yeah, I can't wait for Saturday just to hang out with you guys. Like, selling books is cool, but I love books, all that other stuff. But just to be under the same roof as you know, 3 Men in the Basement, the Defects, E-Rod, it's I'm just looking forward to the camaraderie.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
It's been a blast, and we appreciate your support for sure, man.
Yeah, no, it's been, dude, you're selling some great books, and it's really interesting because one of the things about the swap was we said, you know, let's get a few guys who are big dealers, and then let's get guys who want to move their stuff because, you know, between eBay, whatnot, and everybody wants their fees, right? Yeah. But you can't trade on whatnot. You can't trade on this. And you know what? I'm a big trader, and I've said that from at 8:01 tonight, man. I love trading my books. I love trading tokens. I love the hustle. I love the grind. And you know, to have somebody like you who's never set up before come and set up with us takes a lot of faith. So I appreciate that, man. I'm sure I know Roger does too. And he was so excited. He goes, I think we got LINX to set up. And I go, no. He goes, no, I put the screws to him. I go, I think it's set up.
Yeah, that's how, if you want. If I ever say no to anything, like, give me 2 days and I'll probably come around. I'm always kicking myself. One thing that I forgot to mention, we're going to be doing some raffles. And when I say raffles, I mean just stop by the booth and get a ticket. No money, no nothing. I'll give you a ticket and we're going to be doing giveaways, but we're calling them raffles just so that you can stop by.
All right. Awesome, brother. Thank you very much, man. So
cool, thank you. I look
all right, dude. Can't wait, man. Price that stuff up. Get ready to go.
Appreciate
and
you. We'll see you Saturday morning. Is that when you're coming?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hit the road like at 5:30 over here.
Yeah, there we go. Great day.
Like
great
2 hours
day.
to get there.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course.
Awesome, man. Appreciate you.
Thanks for taking your time out, man.
Take care, guys. Right. Appreciate it.
All right. Wow.
All right. There you go.
We need a bigger boat.
Yeah, gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, we got like Uncanny Swag hanging out with us. We got Comic CT, Monster Warrior, Big Job, Big Daddy Ross. Guys, in the comments below, please, you know, comment on, you know, and the rewind, especially if you're watching this on a rewind, or just reach out to these vendors and say, hey, I'd love to make a deal on that book. I'd love this book, or let's go, because that's kind of what we want to do. So now at 9 o'clock, I wanted to bring on the legend, Richie from Richie's Comic Cabana. I mean, this guy is the living legend in comic books. And he called me a couple times. He goes, hey, Otto, he goes, I got to rest up. I got to recharge. He goes, but I'm going to send Josh on. And he goes, do you think Josh could fill my shoes? And I'm like, listen, if there's anybody that is going to talk about comics more than Richie, it's going to be Josh. So the man, the legend, you know.
Richie is not a fucking legend, except yeah, he's pretty good.
How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you guys?
I'm great. Is this? I apologize if I don't know this. Is this your first appearance on 3 Men in the Basement? I mean, it can't be, right?
No,
you've been on before, right?
Yes.
Second or third appeance, I'm sure you have. You know, because we're
so close a couple times, like 3 or 4.
A few times.
Yeah, absolutely. But there we go, Rod, and especially, you know, Jada Butch is saying you're repping the Pressable Defects, the black shirt, no less.
Yo, this was custom made. I was the one. I'm pretty sure. Well, not so much, but I think I could be wrong about this. But I think I asked Guy, I'm like, I want a black one. I don't know if they did black ones at this point.
No,
So
I
I
think that's
think
a
it was-
No, I
101.
don't
You
think
might have
so.
a 101.
No, I think they've done. I think they've done others since, but I think I might have been the first one to get a black one because I think they were originally like gray and white and maybe
Gray.
blue.
Okay,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah. They
Yep,
could.
I
They
got
could.
the-
Say them.
Orange.
I got the gray one and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, you know, Josh, you're really funny too, man. First of all, you've got a great collection. Shout out to you, man. You're a true hunter. You've traveled all over the place. Your Spider-Man collection is legendary. But you don't post for like a week, and then all of a sudden you drop 4 copies of 9/8 Gambits. And then in 30 seconds later, you drop 4 copies of, you know, an AF like Ultimate Fallout 4, like first, second, and third. It's just you just hold on to them, and the next thing you know, boom, they're all over the place, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Well, I'm like not the greatest like Instagram person. Like
Yeah.
I don't go on Facebook or anything like that. So like okay, so like I don't follow a lot of people back, which I know is rude, and like I hope people don't take that person. I just don't have like, I don't know, for lack of a better term, I don't have like that same like etiquette. And it's
Yeah.
not because like I'm a mean person. I just it just doesn't even like I think everyone's just in my when I'm scrolling down, like I can see everybody for some reason and I don't have to do anything back. And I only post things when I get things in from CGC. I don't really
4 copies of Gambit 9.8. My God, but like it's unbelievable. So anyway, Josh, it's it's always great to see you at the shows. You know, we love hanging out with you. We've hung out many times, especially at all the shows in Connecticut, whether it's Cliffs Con and stuff like that. But you're gonna be Richie. I think sent you with some books to show off, right? Like the Comic Cabana is gonna be set up, and I know he had a bunch of new books come back, and and he's got long boxes galore. And I want to ask, I 110% regret not going to Free Comic Book Day for Richie for the first hour because he does a banger of a sale, man.
Yeah.
And how was it?
So I didn't stay. I was there from the start of it.
Yep.
I have never seen it more. No lie, it was packed. Like kind of like overly so packed.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, really. Like for like the first. Well, I left after like 2 or 3 hours, but like it was packed when I left still. So it was more packed than last year. And I even said to him, I made a bet with him last year. He's like, I think I'm going to do such and such dollars. I won't say how much. I'm like, dude, I don't even think you're going to get anywhere close to even half of that. Because like, it was kind of still COVID and Free Comic Book Day was in September, or I think at that point, instead of the regularly scheduled May. And he killed it even in September. And this year, I can only imagine what I think it was bigger. He did say it was bigger. So
Good.
yeah, it was good for him. But he sent me with a lot of books. But all these books are his books, Sam's books, my brother's book. There's going to be a lot of books there. Awesome. Richie apologizes. He is sick. It feels like every time you want to do something with him, he's sick. I know. And he is legitimately sick.
No, I know. I did talk to him, and I'm like, my God, dude, he was definitely. I could hear it in his voice.
He has something against me. I get it.
And he does not have COVID, by the way. This time he did have COVID last time, though.
Yeah. All right, Roger. Highlight Josh. So
highlight this guy, man.
Oh, that's my job.
Yeah.
There you go.
So how much time do I have, just so I know how quickly I have to run through things?
Just show some books, Josh. We'll figure it out from there.
You got
okay.
5-10 minutes.
Do you want to see raw books or graded books, or
let's just.
And if you see prices on these, a lot of these are not the right price. A lot of these need to be priced. ASM 129.
Okay.
Gonna have obviously books of all sizes, all prices. And ow, I just pulled my quad. First, Mr. Freeze.
No way.
Make the trade.
Oh my gosh.
First Molten Man.
Yeah. Look at that.
Sorry about the glare.
Yeah.
You got a Star Wars 9.6.
Holy cow. Oh my God.
First Black Panther.
Yeah. Look at that.
We might have a couple of these there.
Jesus Christmas. Oh my God.
I know we'll have a couple of Golden Age caps there. These are Sam's.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So if you're a big dog and you're bringing money, he's gonna have a bunch of Golden Age caps there, nice ones too.
Sam don't say much. He sits back, he watches everything. He's a real interesting guy, man. You
Yeah,
know?
he's our guard dog.
Yeah, he definitely is for sure.
You know, a nice
look
black
at that
suit
rise.
kind of cover. That's one of mine.
Yeah.
Obviously Jane Foster, hot
Yep.
right now. Here's the 1 in 50.
Oh, nice.
Riddick variant.
Oh, snap.
Invincible 1.
Yeah.
Real Invincible 1. Let's see what else. Some of these, I can't promise every single one of these books is coming, but I know most of them are coming. I think he's still deciding on some like that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh
Nice.
Lord. Oy vey.
That.
Yeah. Oh my God. Jesus, Josh. Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
Here's some stuff. Here's some good stuff. Surfer fans.
Yeah.
Surfer 1, 3, 4.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
Journey.
some good tours.
Yep. A lot of journeys. Good journeys. Journey's hard to come by in nice grade. I think that's a mistake. I definitely don't think that's coming.
What's that book, guys? Now you gotta show that book. Now you gotta show that book. Oh boy.
I can promise you that book's not coming. I think that's a mistake.
Okay. Richie just happened to give that to you.
Well, see, the thing is, he's like, well, what am I? I'm like, you need to just give me the boxes. And he's got some of his personal stuff in here too.
Right.
I mean, he is sick.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, you got a lot of comments. People are saying, can Josh, can you sign your chest from Jose? So I mean, we got a lot of great comments right here, man.
Sorry. Can I sign whose chest?
I don't know,
Jose's?
Yeah.
Sorry. Can you read
my
out some of the
God.
comments? I can't. Some Ramita signatures.
Oh my God, matching too. 5 O's yellow.
Yep.
We've got. Let me see. I need to pick. Biggs is saying I need to pick up that Batman 121. Jose is saying, will Josh be signing pictures? Josh, can you bring those 9.8 gambits from Chinmo? Josh, can you sign your chest from Jose? So yeah, man, that's
in terms of the 9.8 gambits, I won't lie, probably no. but you never know. I have a hard time letting go of a lot of my personal stuff. But it's getting to that point where I have so much of it and so many multiple copies where I've just got to make room for other things. But I have such a hard time letting things go.
Oh my God,
you know?
look at
that. What else we got here? Am I going too fast? I'm trying
to.
to go.
No, you're doing great.
As fast
Look
as
at that, Alberto.
I can. It's a restored copy, but I mean it's still an ASM 5.
Yes, I was interested in that. I wanted to talk to Richie about that because that was Josh. That was a book we talked about a couple months ago, right?
That's right. Yep.
Okay. Yep.
First Morbius.
Jeez.
I mean, obviously, I'm showing a lot of graded books, but obviously, we'll have tons of raw books there, as always.
Yeah.
What else we got in here? Hulk 182, 9.4.
Oh, 9.4. Look at that.
Let's see. Journey 84.
Yep.
First Jane Foster.
Yep.
Sorry. Like Sandman 1 through 10. I think there's a couple copies of that in here. A lot of Silver Age, like Avengers, Fantastic Four. Between the however many of us, Richie rolls with an entourage.
Yeah, right.
I guess he is kind. I guess he is kind of a legend, considering the fact that he just has he doesn't even need to do anything anymore. Yeah. His people just do it for him.
They're all around him,
Yeah. Which I think he kind of takes as an insult when I say that to him, because I think he thinks I'm implying that he's lazy. I'm like, no. I'm like, no. You made it to a point where
everybody wants to hang around you. Yes. I tell Richie all the time, Richie, you are internet gold. if your hair from 1990 could be on you right now, like you'd be, it would get you 100,000 views. Oh my God, look at that. Yeah. So the brother, your brother Nick Graff, he's in that entourage, right? He's part of that.
Yeah. So the whole setup crew is me, my brother Nick, Richie's brother Christopher. Richie's son Christopher. And then sometimes Richie's friend John, and then obviously Sam is all
Sam, right? Sam's
partner.
Sam sits there like this.
Yep.
Watches.
Yeah.
Looks over. Makes a couple comments. It's very interesting to watch, man. I thoroughly enjoy that. You know?
He's a good guy, but we like to break his balls constantly.
Of course.
And he'll always. And the thing is too, every time he sells you books, he'll be like, "Thank you for the purchase and enjoy the books." So we'll always be like, "Thank you for the purchase, enjoy the books." Sampa Pally, Palace to Piles, because the running joke. Yo, if you guys want to hear a good story, go up to Richie and Sam at the con and ask them when Sammy and Richie were not like as tight as they are now back in the day. When Sam set up a store close to Richie, what Richie did in response to that. It's classic.
I didn't know that, man. I didn't know that. Was that like in the 90s, 80s, or what? Like...
I want to say it was the early 2000s. It could have been the 90s. I don't remember. I think it was the very early 2000s. But it's a funny story.
Oh, I could only imagine. Between the two of them, and just always going to the Cabana, the nostalgia of it, and his books. And, Richie's always with a deal, and he just brings so much. And what I really thoroughly enjoy about Richie's store is the history of it. He just didn't pop up last year. He's been there for so long. And then he was very gracious to us when we did one of our swaps. When you go into the back room and you see all the pictures of the 90s, the 2000s, and the 80s stuff, and just the nostalgia. So the Richie's Comic Cabana, you guys, and we did talk about that on the preview video for Free Comic Book Day, is definitely a place that you want to go to when you come to Connecticut.
Yeah, and I was talking to him the other day. Now, I don't know for sure, obviously, but he is certainly one of the oldest comic book stores in Connecticut. I don't know, actually, if there's... How long has Sarge's been open?
Sarge's has flipped owners a few times, but as far as individual owners, it's either between him and Art, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So...
No, I think he said Art came after him.
Really?
I think so. We were just having this discussion the other day. So yeah. So if he's not the oldest comic book store in Connecticut, like consistent owner, he's up there.
Yeah, right. I believe it. I believe it. So my God, Josh, I appreciate you coming on and showing off some great books. And Richie's Comic Cabana will be there in full effect. If you want to get to Richie's Comic Cabana before that, he's in Waterbury, Connecticut. Yeah. And on our Free Comic Book Day video, you can go and find the exact address. I don't know it offhand, but it's a simple Google, Richie's Comic Cabana. It'll pop right up. So, Josh, I appreciate it, man. As always.
Man, thanks for joining us. It's been great.
Thanks
always bringing fire for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. So again, you guys, if there's books that you're interested in, whether it's Richie's books or anything that he showed off or previous dealers, leave that in the comment below, and these guys will check it out. Josh, see you Saturday, brother.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, peace, man.
Later.
Yep. My God, what are we gonna do, Raj?
I don't know.
Not pay the mortgage?
Not pay the mortgage. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
I don't know what else to say with all these books. Okay, now, a good friend of ours who has been a huge supporter of the channel, whether it's coming to the 3 Men in the Basement comic.
I feel bad. He's been backstage forever.
I feel bad,
boy, man.
He's been sitting there hanging out, and
he's been to our crawls. He was set up. It was one of the first ones to commit last year's swap.
Yeah, and and more importantly, he was the first one to say, "I'm in again." And at our crawls, he always shows up. He's always very generous, especially when you want books. So, without further ado, I'm bringing on the Dragon himself, Black Dragon Comics, man. How are you, brother? Let's get him on here, man. What's up, man?
Oh, man, what's going on?
Happy to have you with us tonight, man.
Thank you. Thanks, guys, for having me. It's always a pleasure, and you guys are a blast to hang out with, man. I've been enjoying the video. I've been watching this whole time, and coming up after some of these guys, man, it's
for sure.
difficult.
Yeah, but listen, I just want to say at the last crawl, you already gave us your donation, which I wish I had a picture of, but it's too big. You donated to not one, but two, Johnny Ringo, I said two of the giant Galactus Funko Pops, right? So
Yeah, man.
yeah, and so we're going to be able to raffle that off. And thank you very much. And it's just one of those things where, you know, we talked about it. You said, "Yep, I'm in," and then 2 days later, you're like, "Here, take this." And then here's what happened. And then I come back from the swap or the crawl, and my wife's like, "What'd you buy?" I'm like, "Nothing." Meanwhile, I've got these 2 giant Galactus. And she goes, "You had to buy 2 of them?" I'm like, "They're not mine. They're not mine." She's like, "Yeah, right. Okay." So I mean,
that's what mine says every time I walk in the house with something. I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna sell it. It's eventually gonna end up on the website.
Yeah, but listen, but you just were posting these. And I'm gonna give you your time to talk about your books, but these awesome Thundercats figures.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, man, I'm down a rabbit hole with those things, man.
Yes,
dude. Thundercats is my all-time favorite cartoon growing up as a kid, and
okay,
you know, the ability to get them in a modern format, you know, is amazing. The only part that sucks, and I put it in every one of my posts, man, is I'm an inbox collector.
Yes.
So I never get to play with them.
No, but they look great. But it was so funny though, when you've been showing them all week long, and I've been following along. You showed the Panthro, right?
Yeah.
And then you said it's going to look great next to the Thunder Tank. Am I saying that properly? What was it?
Yep.
The Thunder Tank. And these figures, they're 8-inch. Are they 8 to 10-inch figures? I mean,
they're 7-inch figures.
They're 7-inch figures. So the Thunder Tank has got to be like, I don't know. Look at
scale.
My desk.
Yeah, the Thunder Tank's going to be the scale. I think I don't remember, so don't quote me 100%, but I think the Thunder Tank's going to be like 4 feet long.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's just scale.
Yes.
Yeah, because you'll be able to fit, I think, 6 figures in there, I think.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What this is the best geek time ever to hear this stuff, man. I love it. So
I know, it's fantastic.
All right. So that being said, you're coming to the swap, your second time set up.
Yeah.
You know, last time you were there, you had your shelves, you had everything ready to go. And if you want to show your heat, man, let's bring it, man. Let's do it.
Highlight this guy, man.
I'm going to start off, you know, and go back a little bit to Richie's Cabana. That was one of the when I got back into collecting, it was one of the first shops that I was able to find here in Connecticut. And we're going back like 10 plus years ago. And this was you know, right before, not even right before, man, this is many years before the Miles hype. And I walked in there one day, you know, they had a box on the counter that was labeled eBay. And I pulled out 2 bangers that eventually are going to end up with Spineworks to work their voodoo magic. You know, so I got you know, the second print. You know, so I pulled this from Richie's, and I pulled this one from Richie's as well.
Nice. No way! Oh my God!
You know, it had to have been 10 plus years ago. You know, because I believe I bought these before I even got my house. You know, and you know, that was over 10 years ago. So, you know, so that was awesome. You know, and then I'm gonna bring some stuff. You know, it's what you do. You know, you bring some stuff.
Yeah, right.
And I tell you what, you're never ready. You're never ready. You never have everything put together, and it's like you always find more. So every day, you know, I go into the storage, and it's like, oh, I got to bring this too, and then it's like, oh, let me grab this, let me grab that. And it's like, oh, I got to bring 2 more shelves now, and you know, I need 4 more long boxes, you know, and it's like it's never enough. So I'm still down, you know, there in the storage, you know, pulling stuff out. You know, I'll show some stuff. I didn't bring up a lot of stuff, but you know, I'm gonna bring I've got the shelf hanger of Gambit 1 through 4. I'm going to be bringing, you know, some lower numbers of stuff that's killing the children. You know, we're going to bring those. You know, I know these were, you know, pretty, you know, jumping for a little bit, so I'll bring a few of those. Nice. What else do we got here? We got a couple of these.
Look at that, man. Love it.
Oh, over here dropping stuff. You know, and then, you know, I'm gonna do a couple of raffles.
You are? Okay.
Yeah. I'm not it might just be one. I don't know. We'll see. You know, I might be doing one of these for a raffle.
Yeah.
Not sure yet. you know, it's like you guys were talking about, you know, it's like you start dipping into the PC, you know, and what is it that you want to keep? What are you going to sell? You know, it's like, and then I was also debating on, you know, possibly raffling off one of these.
Oh my God.
One of them is definitely going to be, you know, with Michael Raphael heading out to,
Real, but that was one of your grails, bro. That's like, I remember when you, I think the last time I talked to you, you copped one of them and now you ended up with two of them, man. I mean,
yeah,
wow.
I mean, I only need one grail. You know?
That's right. I hear you, brother. I hear you, man.
I gotta try to pump it into something different, you know, and try to get that Hulk 181 under my belt one of these days.
Yeah.
You know, then we're gonna bring a bunch of stuff for you know, Spineworks, you know, to work their magic on. You know, my dad is coming to help me out.
Okay.
This time around, you know, we have our own personal collection that we've been working on. So we're gonna bring a lot of those books to you know, encapsulate and protect, you know, so we can keep them, you know, and pass them down to my kids.
Right. So you have figures that you bring too, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be bringing a bunch of Funko Pops. I got a bunch of Transformers. I'm gonna be bringing. I might have some Spawn stuff. You know, I've got some 3 1/4 Star Wars stuff.
Do you have any gargoyle stuff?
I don't have any of the new ones that just came out. I've got one Goliath, and I'm still waiting for you know, the inevitable, you know, Diamond to actually ship my toys. You know, they'll be here next year. And then you know, my dad's coming. You know, my dad is a huge influence, you know, in my comic collecting. You know, from the beginning, he's the one that got me into it, you know. And one of the things that my dad's a graphic designer, he's an artist. So in the beginning days of Neil Adams Studios, that was one of his first jobs. So he still has a lot of the work that he brought from Neil when he left there. So he's going to be bringing some of that stuff to showcase and show people and stuff like that. If anybody wants to ask him any questions, stuff like that.
Of course, we love it. See, I think that's huge because that's just another thing that happens here at the swap where you get comic book history, you get comic book nostalgia, and you get that whether it's from, you know, Bob Stevenson or you telling us that right there, which is just simply amazing because that stuff is comic book lore, right? That stuff needs to be passed on, and it just, you need to hear that from other people's perspective, man. And boy, I'm going to talk your dad's ear off, man. I'm sorry. You can tell him that right now.
Oh no, he'll enjoy it. He loves to talk. He loves to talk, you know, and he's going to bring some stuff, you know, from his collection that he's looking to move as well. And then a lot of the stuff that we're going to have is modern. You know, there's some older stuff, you know, mixed in there, you know, and just like DJ Lynx said, you know, everything's going to be priced in there. You know, there's going to be stuff in there for $1. There's going to be stuff in there for $100. You know, it's all going to be mixed in. There's definitely some key stuff in there that you'll be able to find, you know, priced, you know, greatly, you know, just like you guys, sure people have bought from me from my website, you know, and you definitely find some steals on there. So yeah, a lot of modern stuff. We'll have toys, all kinds of stuff. I'll have some the 24 by 36 posters there as well for, you know, a lot of the releases that have came out in the last few years. So yeah, a lot of stuff.
Right.
Good stuff, man.
No, I can't wait. And I think it's very funny because, you know, just, you know, talk a little bit about our history together. One swap that we did, or one crawl that we did, you know, you went to all three stops, and you got a raffle ticket, and we were there, and you brought your son with you, right? And maybe 2 years ago, and we're all sitting there at the last stop, and we pull out the ticket, and we call out your son's name, and you look, and you're like, that's my son. And we're like, yeah, he won. And you're like, wait a minute, he's in the car. So he came out of the car, and we gave him, he won a 9.8 slab. And, you know, I think at that, his elation, his excitement was like really, really cool. But more importantly, you're like, man, I can't believe he just won that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he still has it. He still has a display on his dresser. He enjoys it. You know, every time I come in his room, you know, because, you know, I'm a reseller, you know, so anything he's not messing with anymore, you know, I take it, you know, and I look to go, you know, get a couple bucks off of it. He's like, don't touch my slab. All right, you know, you keep that one, man, as long as you want. Yeah, so he really enjoys it, you know, and, you know, he enjoys the movies more than he does the books. So,
yeah,
you know, we do enjoy, you know, seeing that. If you guys haven't seen Doctor Strange, man, you guys got to go, man.
I have not seen it yet.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Right.
Missing out, man. Missing
yeah,
out.
it's good. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and actually, I saw it twice over Free Comic Book Day weekend. And where did you go for Free Comic Book Day?
My house.
Did you really? I hear you, brother. I
Yeah,
hear you.
I still got a ton of because I have, you know, I get them all. They're on the website. You know, they're available to anybody that wants to get them. I still have a ton of them left. And I'll be bringing a bunch of them to the show as well. So I'll have Free Comic Book Day books. So if anybody missed out on anything, you know, let me know and I'll bring it.
Right. And your website, just so everybody knows,
is blackdragoncomics.com, comics with an X.
Okay, absolutely. Fantastic, man. Fantastic.
Don't forget the X.
The X.
Yeah, don't forget the X.
I made that mistake twice. You and Fury. I never heard the end of it.
No, that's
and if you guys are looking for anything, you know, DM me. You know, if I got it, I'll bring it. You know, it's all yours. Whatever I got, you know, there's a lot of stuff that, you know, and that's the one thing about me is like, you know, I do this for fun. You know, I do this to fund the hobby. You know, so I never post what books come out on time. You know, so I still have stuff, you know, that came out 2 years ago that, you know, it's just sitting in long boxes, you know, or still sitting in diamond boxes that, you know, just never saw the light of day, you know. So there's definitely stuff that, you know, people missed out on that, you know, I definitely have, like Something's Killing the Children, or, you know, Strange Academy, or Star Wars, you know. So I'll have a ton of that.
Let's show. I want to show this quickly again. So those of you who missed it before, so we're gonna see where's Black Dragon. Let's zoom in here.
So I'm in a dope spot. I like where I'm at.
There
it's
you
fantastic. I was on the stage last year, you know, and
I
I hit up Otto and I was like, hey man, you know, if you're not done with the layout yet and you can fit me back in onto the stage, you know, like really appreciate it.
Did he say, you know, I have nothing to do with
it? He's like, no, I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. And he got back. He's like, yeah, you're on the stage, you know. So I really enjoyed that spot. You know, the layout of the whole place, you know, it flows very well, you know.
Yeah, so if you guys see this, you know, you walk in over here. Yeah, it kind of flows. This is where we are. The DJ's up here. The Defects Lounge. For those of you who missed it, this area over here is where all the artists are, and Spineworks and Capture Collectibles doing witnesses. Our next guest down over here, X Illusionary. So as we said, these little squares that are there, these are raised structures that look like stages. So they're actually, you know, 6 inches off the ground. So it's a pretty neat venue. It's a wide open space, and you know, this top right corner, that's the adult beverage area. So we're gonna have a good time, and appreciate you coming out with us, my man. Again, appreciate your support. And you're coming in Saturday morning.
Yeah, I'll be there Saturday morning. I'd love to get there for Friday, but you know,
life gets in the way. What are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do?
Go to work.
That work. That's an awful 4-letter word, man. That's
gets in the way.
I know.
All right, you got the Galactus neon one to match the other one.
I do. I'll be bringing those. I'll have the chase with me as well.
All right, because that's what I need, another giant Galactus Funko Pop. My God, oh my God, we'll bring it anyway. So we'll talk. All right, brother. As always, Mike Dragon, great to see you, man. I'm so happy you joined us tonight.
Thanks a lot, brother.
Guys, thanks.
All right,
have a good night.
Yeah, what a great guy, man. What a good dude, man, and a believer in our channel, and somebody that's been around for a long time and just been thoroughly enjoying it. So, talk about somebody that's an OG. I mean, X is going to give it to you. I mean, I'm going to tell you this story real quick, you guys. One time I had X on and I played the DMX, and I planned this out and I shared my screen and I played the entire DMX video of X going to give it to you before X Illusionary came on. And it was one of my favorite shows of all time. And then 30 minutes later, when I went to check the rewind, it got deleted. Yeah. And I'm telling you, I couldn't have played it any better. I couldn't have played it out, but they took it off. But again, I want to introduce truly, and I mean this 100%, and Roger will agree with me, one of the staples in the IG comic book community. He's been around for a long time. He's another great friend of ours, and somebody we trust and respect 100%. We're going to bring on X Illusionary Comics. I can't believe you're again with us, brother. Again. Look at the drip, man. Look at the drip.
How's it going, guys?
Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you too.
So the last time we saw you was at King Con, right?
King Con.
You spent 30 to 40 minutes setting up, right? And within 10 minutes, Streetside Anthony bought all your stuff.
Yeah. And then I looked around and he's like, he looked around. He went through a couple of boxes and I guess at some point he just said, wait, hold up. He just said, how much to buy your table?
Yeah.
I thought he was joking. It's never happened to me before. You know? Let me tell you a story about that. I had a whole bunch of loan boxes in storage. All right. And I was like, you know what? It's just sitting there. Do I want to get rid of it? I looked at it, I went through it, I'm real quick. Didn't really go through it, but I kind of knew what I had. I'm like, all right, let me just bring the show and see what happens. Had no idea. And then as soon as he made the offer, the numbers made sense. I'm like, you know what? My plan was to make people happy and not go home with anything.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
That's what was more important to me. I know people were looking for books. So I'm like, you know, if these books make sense, and I know Streetside's a good guy, he likes to give back to the community too, give good deals. So I'm like, you know what? Why not give it to him?
Listen, that's exactly what we said, because he did the same thing. I mean, I didn't have anywhere near as much stuff as you, but I had a short box of a lot of you know, small keys. And you know, we joked around because he had bought Everett stuff, and he came through and he looked through. He goes, "What about this?" I'm like, you know what? As many times as that man has given me deals, and as many times I've seen him give people deals,
yes,
you know what? You got it. It's a deal. Good comic karma.
Yeah,
good comic karma right there.
So, but I looked over at X. I go, it's the show started. The early birds came in at 9. It's 9:45. X, you got nothing in front of you, man. You're just hanging out at your table.
Yeah, the long boxes were gone. I had
it's
like maybe one on the table that I didn't realize it still had.
Yeah.
Short box, but everything was gone. The only thing that was left was the slabs.
Yeah.
You know?
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So when I was going to say, so when I reached out to you about this, I do want to preface this by saying, and I want everybody to watch this watching it live and on the rewind. When Roger and I first had this 3 or 4 years ago at Dakota's in Rocky Hill, when there was 25 of us, not even
25 of us.
Not even Jay the Butcher, very Gary, X, you showed up.
Yeah.
Auntie showed up. You showed up with Picasso. And, you know, again, we have stayed friends through this whole thing. And the fact that you're now showing up at this even larger show means a lot of respect, man. Mad respect to you right now for doing that.
Yeah, so, you think about how long we've been talking to you guys. Like, we were like, we're having this swap. And you guys like, hell yeah, I'm in. And you guys all showed up with books. And we had a phenomenal time.
Yeah. And now look at this. So,
I feel honored.
Yeah. So you got stuff to sell? You're going to sell your slabs? You're going to sell that X-Men 109 9.8? I know you got that.
I thought about it.
You did.
I thought about it, but got a 9.2 though. So.
Oh, okay. There you go. So you might be bringing that.
So it's you know, what I was saying is nothing's ever. I wouldn't say no to anything. You know.
Gotcha. Right.
Nothing's off the table, so it is a possibility. I'm going to bring some good books, you know. I'm not going to go really crazy, but I'm going to bring some good stuff that, you know, if someone comes along and wants a good book, you know, maybe we'll do business, you know.
You got anything you can show us now?
Well, that's the thing. Today, my daughter had a dance audition stuff today. So I took her, and my parents' house was close to home. Close to her house. So I pretty much got here. I couldn't get home in time because I had books set up. You know what's so funny? Yesterday, I was worrying about it yesterday, and I made it home in time. I had the box set up. I even had cool stuff. Like I had some trade paperbacks that I found too in a long box. Some cool stuff, hardcovers. I was like, you know, I had it all lined up. Like I'm gonna show this.
Yeah.
Sure enough, the schedule.
He texted me. I got home from the restaurant. I got home from my part-time job around 9:05. He goes, "Yo, is this happening tonight?" I responded, "No, it's tomorrow." He goes, "Oh," and I'm like, "Hey, dude, it happens to all of us, man. It happens to all of us. You get caught up, right, X? We talked about this, man. Between IG, what you do on there, and everything like this, man. Everybody's head spinning, man. So the fact that you just were able to come on with us tonight, man. It still means a lot to us. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it still means a lot to me too. You know, I love talking. It's funny though. I always think about the first time I met you. Do you remember the first time I actually really met you?
I hope it was maybe a terrific con. I don't.
Well,
really...
the first time I actually learned of you,
yeah,
it was through Shaver.
Was it real? Oh, Shaver, yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Back in the day,
it was Shaver. I forgot what it was. Shaver had it was a live. It was one of your lives on IG or something like that.
Yep.
And you were playing records.
Yes, I would spin the vinyl before we opened up.
Yes. You had the vinyl and you had the slabs. I'm like, oh, this guy is cool. That was the coolest thing. After that, I was like, I gotta talk to this guy. You know?
No, for sure, man. And it's been like that. And some of my biggest books have come through you. And I'll never forget the time where the Moon Knight 8.5 ended up popping for me. And you had sent it to me. You're like, Otto, the book's coming. And I was like, all right. So I literally, there's a video of me somewhere on IG or back in 3MIB lore of me on my mountain bike driving around my neighborhood,
looking for the mailman.
Yes, hunting for my mailman, saying somewhere on there is a Werewolf by Night 32 that I just won from X. It's got to be out there, and it's just been amazing. So you got some big books up right now, man. So
crazy books, and I have some cool ones on deck.
Yeah.
Some really cool ones coming up.
You got a big boy that's a white pager?
Yeah,
big boy. Think about I know I'm going to say this. I don't know if actually let me say this, but think about one of the biggest Marvel grails in a white pager. Oh my God, I can only imagine, right?
Yeah, it's insane.
All right, so you're coming up with your boy NY Picasso, right? Who's got big books. He loves to travel. He's coming up. Do you know what he's bringing? Raw dog slabs. What's he going to be bringing? Do you know or?
He probably might be in combination of both. He hasn't really told me exactly what he's going to bring. But a lot of cool books. He has a lot of cool raw books.
He does. He's won some big books too, though.
I would say he was one of the guys that got me into like the early, not pre-code, but kind of like the early books before Marvel. Like he had like Where the Monsters Dwell, The Group, Strange Tales. Like he had a lot of books like that I've never seen before. And when I first started, when I was, getting into comics and stuff, like far as getting big keys and stuff, he had those books, and I was like, wow, I didn't know anything about them too much,
Right.
But he has some cool books, so let's see what he brings. Either way, we'll have a pretty cool table.
Yeah.
This is it's gonna be a cool event. I can feel it.
Yeah, no, I tell you, man, we can feel it in our bones. We know what it's like. I hope that people that are watching this on a rewind, that are on the fence, that might be an hour, maybe 2 or 3 hours away, decide, hey, listen, if all these guys believe in it, then I will take the trip because, we didn't advertise. This has all been word of mouth like King Con. This has all been people sharing and, sharing and commenting and talking about it. And this is all ground root stuff. And we really want to make it that way. And, who knows? I mean, it's just one of those things. So X, I definitely appreciate you coming out.
I appreciate you. And we know you're bringing fire. You always do. Your boy's going to bring some fire.
If not, you're going to be dripped out. So,
Yeah, right. You're going to be stylish, man. So who was it? Bob Stevenson raised our IQ, man. You definitely raised our style 15 points.
Exactly. So between the style points and the IQ points, we're at another level. Yeah. And you know what? Afterwards, we're going to smoke a big cigar afterwards, X. So I can't wait. All right.
I love cigars.
All right. You got it, brother. All right, X. Appreciate you jumping on, man.
Take care. Man. We will see you Saturday, man. Looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it.
All right. Love it. Well, good dude, man. Good dude, man. Who's just, for you guys, you should always follow, X-Illusionary on Instagram. I got drunk. Oh, Pope and Chili Town is driving up. All right, man. There you go. I can't wait for the Pope's sermon the next day at 9 a.m. So
this guy's going to be there.
Yeah, I hope so. I heard he's going to be a Mohegan too.
Yeah, he's going to be a Mohegan, but he's going to spend the day with us. He's going to grace us with his presence. He's going to go.
Yeah, maybe win some money and hang out. So
yeah,
that's it.
Win some money and buy some books.
Hey, honey, let's go to Mohegan all weekend, and in the middle of the day we can go out and hang out with Otto and Roger.
Let's. I may be speaking out of turn here, Justin, but I'm pretty sure his wife is not coming to the swap with him. I have a sneaky suspicion that she's going to stay at the casino, play blackjack, and win
All right,
some money.
you know what, Roger? I think Lindsay's going to come. I'll bet you $5.
All right, go ahead,
I'll
Justin.
bet you $5. $5
$5
right now.
on Justin. Settle this.
Settle this right now. Is Lindsay going to come to the swap? Let us know, okay?
You are. I am correct. You
just
find
lost
out.
$5.
That's right.
Come
Just
on,
like that.
Lynn.
Just like that. I know.
I always got $5 already on top of everything else that I owe. Oh my god.
I'll add it to the tab. That's all.
Yeah, add it to the tab. All right, everybody. So we've been talking about this for a long time. We've talked about many comic book vendors. We also want to talk about some of the great artists that we're going to have. And
yeah.
We really can't wait to show. My God, the what Sean has done with the convention center in the back with the Starscream and Roberto's vision and bringing these artists to us. It's just, I can only imagine what we're
Are you
going to have.
talking about this?
Yes. Yes. Oh,
so
God.
For those of you who don't know, this is going to be an exclusive print by Sean Anderson. It's going to be available only at the swap. Limited quantities for sure. So you're going to want to get there early, and you're going to want to get one early, because once they're gone, they are gone.
They're gone.
This is by far, like, when we were talking about this and I saw this art, I'm like, this has to be it. This Starscream, the pose, the Biggie crown. I mean, with the now he added the convention center in the background. I am so stoked that I'm probably gonna put this on the wall in my bedroom so that I can see it before I go to bed at night. I am so excited about this. This freaking thing is so goddamn dope. I'm just beside myself.
But I just want to say, but before we started talking about that, when we were talking with Roberto about what we think is appropriate for 3 Men in a Basement, he threw out a couple ideas. He said, how about this? We said, nah. How about this? How about Transformers? Stop right there.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. And then, well, what about this Transformer? What about Starscream? Yup. And now we have this. So, Raj, let's get these guys out.
Let's get these guys in. Let's go. I got them. Let's go.
We got Sean and Roberto. What's up, man?
What's up, fellas?
Hey, guys, how are you? Glad to be back, actually.
Yeah, good to have you guys both in the grotto. I know you guys have been traveling and doing a lot of great things. So without further ado, I will introduce Artist Allies. We have Roberto from Artist Allies, who manages many great artists, including Sean Anderson, Ben Harvey, and a whole group of great guys. Mike Provo, who will be also there.
Right.
And we've got Sean with us right now. And Sean, I'll tell you, we talked about a comic book, and I forgot what book it was. And you're like, that book isn't worth more than $1, but you absolutely loved it, Sean. What book was it? Do you remember?
Major Bummer.
Major Bummer, yeah. Right.
I remember this first time I ever saw Doug Mankey's art.
Yes.
Like, it's awesome. Did you pick up any more of that?
No, I haven't.
No. I actually went to a local LSC out down here, and I ironically got them for $1. I got the damn, but you know what? You're right. It is, the art is just amazing. It is amazing. I mean, it's a Major Bummer. It wasn't great, but it's still a good art.
The story was so bonkers. I loved it.
It is. No. It's all over the place.
No, we love it. And you know what? I think that's really important, because when you talk about comics, when you talk about art, you know, everything doesn't have to be an AF-15. It doesn't have to be a Hulk 181.
Right.
It's about what you remember as a kid that you thoroughly enjoy, right? Yeah. You know, I often talk about the oh my God, the Ben Grimm, the Marvel 2-in-1, where Ben Grimm fights the champion, and just, you know, all these cameos where Ben Grimm's fighting the champion, he gets his snot beat out of him. You can find it in a $5 book, and one of the best lines ever that Ben Grimm said to the champion after he beat Ben Grimm to a pulp. The champion's just standing above him, and I mean, I live by these words. He goes, "Why don't you just stop?" And Ben Grimm looks and he goes, "I'm just too stupid to quit." And I mean, I have lived by those words since I was 12 years old.
True story right there.
Yeah, sure. So I first and foremost, you guys, this is the first time we've had an artist. Well, I wouldn't say this. Julian Pasquale set up last year, which was amazing, and he's a local artist, and it's fantastic. But because of you guys, we officially have an artist alley. I mean, I'm beside ourselves, man. I mean, we were lucky to have
Did you
Five
guys?
Now we have artists. I
Roberto,
mean,
Sean, did you guys have a chance to see this map?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
so
I was actually having issues getting it open, but I mean, it looks great. I mean, compared to
So here,
on
there
here.
you go. So here you guys are. This corner here isn't actually like that. This wall is actually at a 45. So you guys will actually be following the wall. We went there like 5 times to measure all these walls and stuff so that I can make a drawing that's actually to scale. So we did the best we could. But yeah, this whole area with Spineworks and Capture Collectibles and Mike Provo and Sean, and here's Julian. And then we have Everett's brother over here at Power Kid Comics. This is our little artist gully right here. Our artist gully, and we're looking forward to that, man. People are gonna be able to go there and have the yellow signature if they choose, or get your prints and it's gonna be cool.
Where's my table?
You're right next to them.
Oh, I'm right next to them. All right, cool.
Yeah, it was 2 of you. It was you, Artist ALLIEZ, and Sean Anderson.
You're in that corner, but then the wall's gonna go right behind you.
Nothing like a brick wall for the weekend.
Can't wait. So I want to talk about the Usagi Yojimbo cover that you did. And will that be available at the swap? Is that something that we can have?
We will have some Usagi Jimbo. They're going to be limited to the show.
Look at this.
So, for those folks, I mean, we are Capture Collectibles will be there. I'll be there as well as CGC. So there is a limited run on these books. It's it's through the Comic Mint, who's actually a local guy, a company based out of Connecticut, actually.
Yes.
But I'm gonna have a limited run on these for that show. Sean will be able to do remarks, signatures on them.
Yep.
And then if you want to get them slabbed, we're also there for that.
Yes, that's what I want to do. I want to get a remark slab. I'm all in, man. I'm all in. Take my money right now, man.
Before the doors even open, baby. Before the doors even open.
I also want to show you a couple other things that Sean has a couple other covers that are actually going to be available at this show for limited runs as well.
Okay.
One of them, which we're very proud of, is actually the. Bear with me. The connecting cover to We Live.
Oh, look at that.
Hold on. We gotta highlight this guy, man.
So
I got it. That's my job. I screwed up.
You did screw up. I got you. Show that again.
Yeah, show that again.
We wanted to blow you up so that you were larger so we could see it better. Show that again.
Make it scroll across the screen.
Yeah.
Vector.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love it.
I dig it, man. I dig it.
That's one. The other, one of the other great covers that gets a lot of talk and a lot of play right now is actually Something's Killing the Children.
Wow. Oh my God.
That is dope.
There's so much detail, so much that you can miss in it that you have to literally sit down and look at it. As well, we're going to have a limited run on that. I'm also going to have a limited run on the Usagi Jimbo, which you already showed. But we also are going to have the very last
Ronin. Yeah.
I think I only have, I want to say, a handful of these left for Sean at this show.
Sean, look at the stars coming out of it. You killed that, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll also have that print available where those stars are silver.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Sean's very modest, and I'll say that when you guys come to the show, and if those who have seen this stuff at New York Comic Con, SuperCon, MegaCon, we plan on trying to do Terrificon this year actually as well.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
We would love to do that. Sean is the master of inlay. What I mean by that is a lot of the stuff that he does. If you look up over my shoulder, you'll see some of his artwork, like that X-Men print's got gold inlay. I've got that Batman, that Superman is his, and actually I have a print up there for the TNT actually as well. So I have my own little art gallery here in my home.
You really do, Roberto. That's a great room.
I also want to show something I had a limited run on, but I am bringing back for the show. My Black Cat is back.
Oh my God!
All silver.
Look
Sean,
at
show that again.
Please show that again.
Yeah, Lou. Oh my God. Can you? Are you able to sign that if necessary? Like, or
Yeah.
like?
Well, what I do now is I sign with the pencil on the bottom, like the,
Oh, you do, right.
the old printmakers back in the day.
Yes, right.
Making a whole thing of it. But I also have the markers, the silver and gold too.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
awesome.
that's amazing.
Yep. He's got a couple of run of new prints that are going to be at the show, as well as some limited edition stuff that's coming out as well, including the Starscream, which again is very limited. You have to get in early. We're not holding anything. We're not taking pre-orders. You've got to come and get it at the show. That's the rule that we have.
Yep.
One of the other things that we have that's very limited for this is also Sean's very first Something's Killing the Children.
Wow. Holy cow. Oh my God, that's it, man.
That is beautiful.
That's amazing.
Jesus.
You know, I just think it was amazing when we first looked at the Starscream, and then we started talking about it, and Sean said, you know what, I'm going to change the background a little bit, and I'm like, all right, do whatever. And next thing you know, I see our convention center, which is a staple here, you know, in Hartford, and more importantly in Connecticut, and you're just like, oh my God, it just blows it up. I mean, it was amazing as it was, but you know, that's why you're the artist and I'm the fanboy, man.
Yeah.
Oh, what also that particular print will be holographic. So it will, once that light hits it, it'll refract. So,
really?
Yeah.
The Starscream one?
Yeah, it ain't no regular print. It's
oh man. You kidding me?
Also at the show, Sean will be taking just a limited take-home sketch covers. We're doing it up to 5 because we have MegaCon the following week.
Yes.
So, you know, we're going to be we're taking 5 at-home commissions, you know, sketch covers. Also, at my table, I'm going to have some other exclusive variant covers from different artists that I work with as well.
Yep.
Some of them are slabbed, some of them are going to be raw, some of them are going to be remarked and signed, but not slabbed.
Gotcha.
So that it'll be one couple of them will be my TMT #1 from Ben Harvey.
Beautiful.
That's actually an homage to the Purple Rain cover that he did.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Dope.
Oh my God, I'm a huge fan of that. Ben did that?
That's Ben Harvey.
All right, put that aside, Roberto. Put that aside. I'll take it.
You know, it's like I'll take 3, I'll take 4.
Yeah.
We're also going to have some other Ben Harvey exclusives, some John Jang exclusives as well.
Yep.
I'll have raw and some CGC stuff as well. But we're just really excited to come up, you know, show our stuff, you know, meet new fans. Obviously, you guys have been great supporters of us. You know, we want to get back to you guys.
You know, it was funny when we started talking about this. I said, you know, Roberto, we have these things available, and you said, you know what, I'm in as a 9.8 sponsor, so we appreciate you coming in at the 9.8 sponsorship and you know taking that time and believing in us. And Sean, I know, well, first and foremost, I know both of you guys have to travel up here, so thank you very much, and we don't want to disappoint you. And we've worked really hard from the grassroots to make this a really, really awesome event. And I think between all the preview shows and everybody sharing our stuff and everything, I think we're just going to make this an amazing thing. And to have our first real artist, Allie, is
nice.
You know,
well, you know, I'm kind of bummed because when we first met, really was up at Alaska last year when we went out to. You know, shout out to Aegis of Alaska. You know, their show that they put us and they had us out there. You know, and we were like, dang it, I didn't know that you guys were just doing it that fast. So, but we definitely made a commitment to come by, and you know, we meshed, and you saw the stuff that we brought to the table, and we look forward to coming up there, man. I'm excited to being there.
Yeah,
I mean, not this, but Ben did this for me that day.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. And, on the Marvel paper. Yeah, I remember
the Marvel
that.
paper too, man. Maybe Sean will do something for me on the Marvel paper this time.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you know, it's just been phenomenal, and it's just been amazing, and appreciate you guys. Can't wait.
Yeah.
You know, whether if you want to come up Friday, we'll talk about that behind the scenes. But we have Mike online too. Do we have Mike? Is Mike here too?
Mike should be getting on. Yeah, I believe he is.
Yeah, let's bring Mike on too. Yeah. We're all family. Bring Mike on.
Mike's also got a great exclusive coming on board. It's one he did for Aegis of Alaska. It's for the Postmaster with SourcePoint.
Yes.
So that cover is actually killer. It's really the fact that they've incorporated the polar bear into it, and the just the artistic aspect of getting something from that perspective of somewhere where we would never visit. You know what I mean? We were fortunate to be there, and Mike's a phenomenal talent, to have. So, we're glad he'll be at MegaCon. Me and Mike are actually gonna spend some bro time together. We're gonna be hanging out a whole week since it doesn't make sense.
Right. That's right.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, he has to. He's gonna have to road trip it with me all the way down from Connecticut to Florida. But that's the way we do it.
That's it. From Alaska to Connecticut. Mike, is that how it's going? Is it going? I can't believe you're not on a plane right now, dude. You got to be here in like 2 days.
I fly out tomorrow morning, like 10 a.m.
10 a.m. There you go, man. Can't wait. And we're gonna see you Thursday night, dude. I'm so excited, man.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be coming down, guys.
No, it's
Mike. It's a pleasure to meet you because we've never actually met.
Yeah,
I didn't get to go to Alaska like ever, but I appreciate you coming in, being part of this event, man. This is phenomenal to add you to our artist gully and have that available to the people here in Connecticut and part of our swap, man. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm so thrilled. Thank you guys for having me down.
Yeah, no, it's just one of those things, and it was kind of like a natural progression where we said, who do we think, who do we believe in, who do we trust, like not trust, but who do we believe in, who do we think would like to come, and whether it was reaching out to Roberto and Sean and and Amy and Lou, and then Mike, you too, and you did a killer sketch for me, man. That Joker Dark Phoenix sketch, for those of you guys who don't know, Mike absolutely crushed this mashup of Dark Phoenix and Joker, and you can go back on my IG page and check it out. And when I unboxed it, Roger was right next to me, and he's like, "Dude, pick your jaw up, all right? Pick your jaw up before you're just salivating over it." So, but that being said, like Sean, you made a couple Transformer prints for us.
I did.
Yeah, I hope, right, Roger? Am I saying that right? And they're really awesome because Soundwave is one of my favorite of all time. I'm telling you, and Blaster to match, man, and the whole vibe of these are just.
As you can tell, everyone and I are big Transformer fans.
Yeah, we're big geeks right now, dude. I'm so geeking out right now.
Thank God the artists who are coming to our event appreciate that and have pacified us by giving these prints. I mean, these prints are phenomenal. Like that Soundwave, Mike, Sean, what you guys did for these prints for us for our event is phenomenal. I'm like a little kid in a candy store. I never thought I would have a print with our logo on it. You get all excited about something like that. To know that you guys are doing this for us, you're coming to our event, you created this art with our logo on it, just blows me away. And these are awesome.
And I gotta say, which is the funniest part, you guys actually asked us. You're like, "Do you guys like this?" And we're like, of course we do, dude. Like, I mean, you could have just wrote Soundwave and did a sketch, and I would have loved it. So thank you for that.
Of course. No, I'm super excited to do them for you guys.
Yeah, no, I just think it's gonna just drive down the street, get some Cherry Jubilee, Dr. Atomic. Yeah, look at Nicholas Gutierrez, very funny, man.
Yeah,
Nick, man. I mean, you know what, Nick? If you know somebody, maybe reach out to me, and I'll figure out some way to get one to Oklahoma for you. But so Mike, coming down.
Yep.
You're traveling tomorrow. You're gonna get here Thursday. Spend some time. Be set up all day, and dude, you're stuck with us all weekend, man. So it's gonna be a wild ride. So
I'm excited. Lou keeps talking you guys up. So
yes, and it's very funny. Of all the people in this whole, of this whole family of people that I talked to, the least person that I've spoken to during this whole thing is Lou. I don't even know if he's coming, man. I mean, I talked to Amy, I talked to you, I talked to Roberto, I talked to Sean. I haven't talked to Lou at all, so I can't wait to see Lou on this. So.
He's very busy.
He's a very busy guy, man. He's a very busy guy. So, Mike, you've been busy with their store, right? You've done some actual storefront art for them. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, so they opened up the shop on the military base, and Lou had this big giant purple wall, and he said, "Hey, do you want to do anything on it?" And so I came out and I did a bunch of Batman the animated series style art, some Pokemon, did a bunch of stuff on the wall for him, and yeah, everybody seems to like it.
I dig it, man. And then, you know, when I was actually at the store, your art at the store and just your style is just amazing. So, you know, Mike, your influences growing up, I mean, was it like a burn kind of, I mean, who was it like when you collected books, what did you buy? Like, did you collect books? I mean, I don't know. Like
I own 2 and they're supposed to. No, I actually did not grow up reading comics. Watched all the animated shows, the old X-Men, Batman, Superman, you name it. So I honestly have no artistic influence from the comic world.
Wow, amazing.
So yeah, no, I went to school for like traditional oil painting. So a lot of the stuff that I like comes from that kind of stuff.
Yeah. No, it's just wild to see, you know, between seeing your stuff and Sean's stuff and Ben's stuff. And, you know, when we were in Alaska, the way it was all set up, I was just like looking at it, I'm like, oh, wow. Oh, pretty colors. Like, look at the lights. Like, I'm just like enamored by everything. But, and it's so awesome to see.
I know you're traveling from Alaska, Mike, but are you bringing, you know, other prints and exclusives to have at your table to sign or people pick up?
So I will have the 2 Transformer exclusives for your guys' show. I'm going to have maybe 20-25 copies of the Postmaster variant that I did for
yes, I'm all in on that.
Thank God.
And then pretty much every print that I've done, I'm going to have with me. I'm also bringing a bunch of blank covers, so I'll be sitting drawing when I'm not talking to people. And so I'm going to be open for commissions the whole time I'm there.
Beautiful. Who's your favorite character to draw?
My favorite to draw?
Mm-hmm.
Spawn, actually.
Really?
Yeah. So Batman is my favorite character by far, but Spawn is who I definitely like to draw the most.
All right. What about you, Sean?
It's all the Spideys.
Yeah, I know. I can tell that. And that was a loaded question for you, Sean, because when I look at all your prints and all the different versions of Spider-Man that you did, I knew that after seeing all your great stuff.
It's a human you can shape any way you want.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to worry about the face.
That's funny.
Good point.
It's It's brilliant. It's brilliant. See, oh my God, this is why hanging out with you guys makes Roger and I so much smarter, because I would have never have thought that. You don't have to worry about his face, because I was, my brother Brett from Power Kid Comics, who went to Joe Kubert School of Cartooning, he is a huge classic fan, and we were talking about a Kirby book that it was this old Superman book where they didn't like the way Kirby did the face of Superman. So Kirby would do the body and another artist would do the face. So just like what you say, Sean, faces are very difficult, and just to do the body any way you want and to throw a mask on there is great, man. That's good.
Don't get me wrong. I'm down with faces and things like that.
Yeah, no, I know. But
you want to get quick with a fight. You want to get a quick piece out. Spider-Man will just they'll like
whether it's 2099 Miles Morales, Spider-Punk or anything like that.
Everyone will come in droves, and it's just quick, and there you go.
I dig it. Well, I really can't believe we've got one half of our artist Allie here tonight, talking about books and things like that. So, gentlemen,
we appreciate you guys. This is going to be such a great time. Looking forward to spending the day with you, weekend with you guys, and spending money on having you do some commissions. Yeah. If I can't pay the mortgage, at least I'll have some beautiful art.
Yeah, there you go. Personalized by some great artists.
Mortgage.
Yeah, that's what thank you. Well said, Sean. Well said.
Loan to buy my stuff.
Yeah. Awesome. So we'll let you guys sign off. So I know you'll be at the 3 Men in the Basement comic book swap. After that though, Roberto, you guys will be at MegaCon, right?
Yep, we'll be at MegaCon. Following up with that, we'll be doing Awesome Con. We'll be doing SuperCon. We'll be at C2E2, Emerald City. We're going to be doing
Dallas.
Oh yeah, Dallas. We have a big surprise coming for Dallas.
I've never been to Dallas.
It's a great show. Great show.
Great show. The city is built around JFK.
Yeah. Well, maybe Roger and maybe if we know some guys, we can get down there, Raj. We know some guys.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. Okay.
Hey, you got to pass at the door. Don't worry about that. I mean, if you can make it down, it'll be a good time. It's a great show, though. I mean, the best part is the fact that there's actually we found a wild game restaurant.
Okay.
Just a wild game. I had ostrich last year, gator, venison, bison, rattlesnake.
Oh my God, that's Mike's diet up in Alaska. I mean, my God.
Mike doesn't even shop; he just hunts. And he's like, "All right, dinner's on the table."
I know, right? Oh my God. Awesome, guys. Hey, guys. Honestly, we appreciate you guys coming on, and within 48 hours, we'll see a bunch of you guys at the swap. So, thank you very much for being part of our artist alley. And
Mike Provo will be back for New York Comic Con this year as well with Sean Anderson.
Love it. Can't wait.
Good stuff.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. Have a great night.
We'll see you.
Can't wait.
Great night. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, later.
Dude, I'm so psyched. I'm so psyched, Roger.
So awesome.
Oh my God.
So awesome.
I'm wicked excited for this. It's just
like every time I look at those prints, I get goosebumps.
I know. And you know what? What I think it's very funny because it's just not about the comic books. It's about the art. It's about the artists. I am not, and I'm going to be the first one to say it, I'm not a Usagi Yojimbo fan. I don't know anything about him. But the fact that I talked to Sean about the cover, the fact that I saw what Sean put into it, the fact that, Mike took the time to do the sound wave with the radio, with the gold chain. I mean, that's LL Cool J for me, man. I mean, that's, I'm geeking out right now. So I'm geeking out. So speaking of geeks, we got a big first family coming out.
Great.
Right now.
That's a great introduction right there.
But I mean that 100%.
Speaking of geeks,
I mean that 100%, man. And that's
I mean it with the utmost love possible.
Yes, 100%. A good friend of ours, man. A good friend of ours. He always reposts our stuff.
First family of comics.
The first family of comics. He's been set up, and the fact that he's still friends with us, I can't believe it. I can't.
I feel that about a lot of people.
Yeah, I know. Right. Let's bring on Mike the Beast Benson, man. What's up, man?
How's it going, guys? How's it going?
Mike,
it's going good, brother.
It's great to see you, man. And I'm so happy that we could wrap up tonight's show with you and what you're doing. I want to know, is CT Jazz King helping you run the table this year?
Oh, you know it. You know it.
Okay, gotcha.
There's no table without CT Jazz King.
There really isn't. There really isn't. I mean, is he this? I want to say this. Does he help you when you're picking out your books to sell, right? Does he say, you're not married to this book, you can move to that book? Is he a voice of reason when it comes to these books?
He pretty much gives me full reign. He goes, if you're not attached to it, if it's not in your niche, all for it, sell it.
So be it. Love
it. Put it towards, as we always say, let the hobby pay for itself. And
yeah,
we all have grails we're still looking for.
Right, absolutely. I can't believe what grails you're looking for, man, because you are a true hunter. You're all over the place. Where'd you go for Free Comic Book Day this year?
So this year, I went to Cave Comics in Newtown, Connecticut, and it was a blast. The one, the only, my pal Jerry Ordway was there, and he brought sketches I didn't know because Mitch posted out on social media that Jerry Ordway is going to be there. So that was kind of like, there were so many good choices to go to for Free Comic Book Day this year, but when I saw that for sure, I'm like, I gotta go support, Jerry, Mitch, the creator of Terrificon, and he brought those sketches. You may have seen on Instagram. I picked up a Thor sketch from him, and it was phenomenal. Yeah. And I had really nothing going on, so I was helping kind of run his, the table he had set up there. I was taking pictures, for fans who want a photo op with him, and we were, slower periods.
Look at you all growing up and doing this now, man. This is big time now.
Big time.
I do want to say though, you definitely have. I'm very jealous, and I will say this, and I'm very jealous that you have a Jerry Ordway sketch of Mr. Mitzelflick, right?
Yes, I do. Mr.
Pitlick, Mr. Mitzelflick, however you want to say it. But growing up, he was one of my favorite Super Friends villains, superhero antagonists, and you did an amazing sketch from him. And I know exactly what it looks like. I can see it. And, shout out to you for doing that. So, but more importantly, this is your second time doing a 3-Man in the Basement comic book swap, right?
It is. Number two.
So you did 3-Man in the Basement comic book swap. You did a Nearman Expo. and now you're doing this, right? So only your third time setting up.
And then King Con, I did.
Oh, you did set up
in-
a King Con.
yeah.
Yes, I do forget about that. So 4 times in a year, man.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my God. Now, and I know you're a personal collector, like DJ Lynx and stuff like that. How, before we get into stuff that you're going to talk about, how do you disseminate, differentiate, or say, I'm buying this to sell, or I'm going to sell this? Is it, do you have your own piece? Like, does that make sense what I'm asking? Like,
Yeah.
how do you, where is it? The line must be drawn here, like Captain Picard would say. No further. Where do you cut the cheese, man? Where do you cut it?
So I give Gary credit. He has like his 3 titles that he sticks to, and God bless him. I wish I could.
Yes, forget. I have 30.
Yeah, same. So I focus on my FF, my Superman, my Superman, Batman, Spider-Man rogues, and DC rogues, and my horror. I'm very close to completing my Werewolf by Night and Tomb of Dracula runs. So other than those, and Thor. So I'm probably forgetting some, but I try to keep it to that group. And with the emergence of more YouTube auctions and whatnot, I've been able to load up on the inventory. Also Cliff's Con as well. So those have been great to, have that inventory. Because when I first started, I had a bunch of books that before I started trimming down, I'm like, okay, I can let go of these. But now those books are starting to dwindle down the more shows I do. So, doing whatnot auctions, being a part of those YouTube auctions, and going to local shows like Cliff's, it's been able to keep the inventory going, so I can't afford those grails.
Right. And you know what? When I was building my mystery boxes, you know where I went? I went to Brick House Comics.
Them too.
I
Absolutely.
went and got James, and I said, okay, and I knew James always has great deals and things like that. So, I mean, just, if you want to show a few books, that's great. But inventory wise, are you bringing slabs, raw dogs, a little bit of everything,
Yeah, a little bit of everything. I got slabs, I got raw dogs, I got some are organized. Most of it's going to be organized. Like I have some Defender raws, I have some Iron Man, some Hulk, some Spider-Man. I have some G.I. Joes. So I do have some raw books, and I have some nice dollar books, some modern stuff, some variants. So a little bit of everything, and I might even bring some graphic novels, some trade paperbacks, some figures too.
Okay, there you go. All right, yeah.
Well, let's see.
Cool. So
highlight this guy, man.
So Moon Knight just finished up. So I got a Moon Knight book.
Yeah.
Some Brother Voodoo going on the cover there. Sticking with Moon Knight, an awesome variant. First appearance of Spider Carnage.
Oh yeah, dig it, man. Dig it.
Love it.
Then I got some Marvel Zombies.
Dude, that great cover right there. Great cover. X-Men 141, Days of Future Past homage, right?
And then check out that homage.
Yes, look at that one. Very undervalued and underappreciated, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Yeah.
They're coming. We know they got to be coming, right?
Of course. Yeah. It's not, you saw it. So, look at that, Mike. Yeah. I don't, and I used to collect the zombies. I don't remember seeing those books.
And then,
yes, I remember that one. That's right.
And I got some more variants. Mystique goodness right there. Some women of the X-Men universe.
Dig it.
The Batman, the Arkham Hill that almost looks like an old video game cassette case.
Yeah.
Gwen's big right now. We know, we're gonna get Gwen in some way, shape, or form.
Look at that.
There's a few of these. I've been picking up these.
Oh my God. Love it.
I thought this was cool. This was a little tough to part with because the cover's pretty badass. But Snake Eyes and Batman, the Fortnite cover.
Yeah, look at that, man. Oh, that's a great book. Who wins? Batman and Snake Eyes. Could you imagine that? Oh my God.
And then
$20.99.
One of these bad boys.
I like the way you said it. It's pretty hard to part with. You know what I mean? Because it's cool to look at. It's cool. You had it, but got to move on sometimes, right?
Exactly.
It's tough.
Some first time keepers. They're coming back. Loki season 2.
Yep.
And then
Oh, there we
One
go.
of these
Love
bad
that one.
boys.
Yeah.
And then I'll go into the slabs. I've had these John Ostrander Suicide Squad books that prices, don't pay attention to those prices, but I brought these.
Negotiable, right? Negotiable.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything's priced to sell. Please don't, don't feel intimidated by any means. If you get a good stack together, I'm more than willing to work out a great deal for everyone. Everything's priced to sell. Some more Ostrander Suicide Squad, 9.8.
Look at that.
Then my last Suicide Squad one, another 9.8.
Oh my God! Look at that, man.
We know Cable's coming back, or you would think, because Deadpool's still yet to come
Yeah.
back to the MCU. So 9.4.
All right,
awesome,
there we
great.
go. My first Cable's a 9.4, so that would look pretty good next to it.
Linear.
I like that, Mike. You're a smart guy.
Some Defenders. I'm gonna have some Raw Dogs, but
Yes.
this is a 9.8 Defenders book.
Oh, nice.
Dude, that is a classic. Mike, show that cover again. That's classic, man. Like, that's classic Defenders. You've got Valkyrie, Hulk, Nighthawk. Oh my God. That is beautiful in a 9.8.
And speaking of Hulk, we got some Hulk and Iron Man goodness.
Oh,
in a
that's
9.6.
great. That's Bob Layton greatness right
Yep.
there, man. Oh my God. I think Bob Layton is going to be a terrific on. That would be a great.
Yeah, you could always crack it.
Put that aside for me, okay? Put that aside. That's the signature and a press right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pretty big spec book now.
All right, Patrol, yeah.
And then we know the X-Men are coming, and you would think one of the most popular characters.
There you go.
Oh, fire!
There you go.
There you go, Mike.
Everyone loves 9.8s. Everyone loves, the Bat family. Why not?
Yeah.
Some Tina Bat girl.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
My God.
It's a dope cover.
A book that was waiting at CGC while the movie came out, but I still think this book has room to grow.
Yep,
Awesome
I do
Kirby
too.
cover.
I do, Mike. I believe you 100%. I mean, you're talking a couple of years from now. The movie was, it was different, but I think it. Well, I'll tell you why I liked it so much. One, I thoroughly enjoyed the new characters, and my 12-year-old thoroughly enjoyed those characters. So when a 12-year-old, it's like the test for the toys. Let a 12-year-old play with it and see what happens. And he loved it, and he loved those characters. He's not as used to it as he is Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, and stuff like that. So you keep bringing the Eternals around. You bring all those characters. That's a great book. People don't sleep on that, man. And I firmly believe that. You know that, I do.
Absolutely. I'm gonna have some raw copies from some of the other issues from that run.
Yeah.
Some Sun Kills the Children, some 9.6 variant cover. I had a vision. I was really surprised this didn't go King Khan, but there's always another show.
Really?
I sold I had the first vision. I had them both, and this one, wouldn't go. But hey, he's coming back. He's
always coming back. White Vision. There you go. Yeah.
A few more. We've got a Nova 11 and a 9.6. Nova. We got the announcement. We know he's coming.
Yep.
And then sticking with Nova, last book I'm going to show off tonight. Nova number 1 and a 9.2.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Yep. I mean, don't sleep on Nova. I mean, I shouldn't be telling you this because I want to buy it, but I mean, it's on the low right now, and I don't understand. They're gonna pop. I mean, it's gonna pop. You could have got them 2 or 3 years ago and stuff like that. So, just unbelievable.
And then for the raffle, I wanted to donate a few books. I'm gonna get some. I got some trade paperbacks together. Some Superman.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Thank you, man.
Some Swamp Thing.
Okay. Love it.
Nice.
All stuff you could win.
And got the Superman Batman, the newer run. The Batman Who Laughs is heavily involved in that. And the last one is it's around here
Jim
somewhere,
O'Shea.
but it's
Look
the
at Jim O'Shea with that. You look like Skipper.
Oh, man down.
He
Man
fell off the
down.
boat. He fell off the boat.
Here we are. I also have the Trial and Torment graphic novel, Mephisto, Doctor Doom, Doctor Strange goodness. I'm also bringing that for the for your the raffle as well for you guys. And I might bring some more trades for my table too.
But now that I have the Marvel Unlimited app and the DC Universe app, you know, I don't really need the trade paperbacks anymore. So I'm going to be bringing some to sell as well.
I hear you. Are you bringing any pops, Mike? I know you're a big pops guy. Like,
I think I am, because I do need to downsize. Because I don't know if you've looked at some of my Instagram posts, but I've been going more into figures now, and NECA just came out with Universal Monster line.
Oh, I know you're a big fan.
Gorgeous. So I'm just like comics. I'm keeping, you know, the pops that are still my favorites, but I have so many that I know could go to a good home. I know people are still heavily involved in pop collecting.
Slope, the pops.
It's a rabbit hole.
Right?
Absolutely.
God, I mean, look at Roger's got slab stands, figures. You know, my God, he's got the Ahsoka statue. He's got this.
Ahsoka statue shows up tomorrow. I got the pops in storage waiting to be displayed with it.
Yep. No, it's just unbelievable. So, Mike, we'd love to have you hang out with us as we close out, you know, tonight. So, just so guys, in the comments below, you've watched this entire video. We've been kicking it to you for almost 2 hours and 20 minutes. Please, I don't know, tell us what you guys want. Tell the vendors, reach out, find them on Instagram, reach out to everybody. We appreciate everybody that's helped support us, whether it's Aegis Comics of Alaska, the Defects, you know, Erod 212. A lot of guys couldn't make it tonight. We only had so much time. We've given you 5 hours, right? 5 hours of dealer preview. Yeah. Roger has worked notoriously hard to tell you who will be at the show with his thumbnails. We have been posting left and right, 7 ways from Sunday. If
and I'm gonna repost all those thumbnails over the next couple of days, just so everybody can get one last look at them.
Right. And if you don't think this is a good time, then I mean, I don't know what else to do about.
You don't know what fun is,
and you know what fun is. I'm telling you, man. This is comic book geeky greatness at its best, and we work very hard. We've worked very hard at the grassroots level to give you guys a great show. And I am, again, before we wrap up, I want you guys to know that I am truly the happiest when I'm around all my friends and everybody that will come to the swap, whether it's dealers, vendors, or people for the first time. I consider you all my friends because my family will be there. Roger's family is giving up their day.
Yeah.
Listen.
They didn't have a choice, really.
They didn't have a choice. They're just like, what am I doing there? You know what I mean? Like, hashtag pay Zoe. Like, I've almost got to, you know, hashtag pay Zoe, whether or not Roger's daughter Evelyn's got to work his table. Our wives are going to be there. Like, our friends outside.
The boys are going to be doing, the teenage boys are going to be doing the runs that we need.
The Gophers.
The store, the Gophers, yeah.
Whether it be the food truck. Please check out it. It's a Taste of Home, LLC.
Yeah, and Dave's right. The brother. We should be moving couches and stuff.
Yes, we're doing that
tomorrow night.
Dave,
tomorrow night.
Join us.
Okay. Feel free to welcome. Feel free to come help us.
Yeah, we need a hand truck. Bring 2 of them. All right. So, I'll let everybody wrap up. Mike, you can wrap up, and then we'll hit Raj, and then I'll close up. But because this has been a great night.
Cool. So I just want to thank you guys for allowing me to take part in this for the 2nd year in a row. I had an absolute blast last year. I'm looking forward to this Saturday a ton. What was great about last year was it felt different than your usual con because people stayed, people came back, and did multiple loops around the whole event. You'd go outside and get some food with somebody and come back, and people doing more loops. So it was such a great time. It really was a great moment. It made me feel proud to be part of this community. So I can't wait. I can't wait to talk with everyone. Please, if anyone, don't be afraid if you see something at my table. Everything's priced to sell. So I'm looking forward to moving books out, making people happy. And just with the channel, I've been on a little lull. I'm working on changing, maybe change some few things, trying to get some maybe live shows, discussion-based shows together. And you always might see a Jerry Ordway and Mitch Halk interview too. So nice. You guys could always follow me, Mike B. Spencer Comics on YouTube. Once again, thank you guys for running this event. For another for me for a 2nd year, and thank you for having me be part of it and on the show tonight.
Awesome, Mike. Thank you, brother. Thank you. All right, awesome. It's true, man. It's true. It's one of those things where we take pride in it, and to think that when I asked you to do it, you were like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. And, you stuck with us, and, you've been one of our hugest supporters, and especially your family, CT Jazz King and the rest of the family. So that's been great. So thank you. Raj, what do you got to say, man? I mean, we've kicked it. I mean, what else can we say, man?
I just put Murphinator in timeout.
Well, he's got to go.
Yeah, I had to put him in timeout. Make a comment again, and you know what? I'm gonna have to ban you. I'm gonna have to ban you.
You have to ban him. Okay.
Okay. Because you know what? If you think the Bruins are doing anything this year, you're out of your mind.
I see. I wasn't even going to bring up sports at all right now.
I know.
It's all
he
about
decided.
comics.
He decided to ask what time the Canadians are playing. So
here we go, Murph.
But
you got to support the original six.
Yeah. So this has been a great show. Again, all the vendors and artists, we appreciate everybody. Everett and I are just a couple of knuckleheads who like to put events together, and we hope that all the hard work will pay off. And it's like we said, whether it's just us two and the vendors, at least we're gonna have fun. And we hope people come to the door, and we hope they buy stuff, and we hope everybody has a successful day and looks forward to the next one.
Yep, absolutely. And I just want to say kudos to that. And you guys, thank you for watching this, especially for watching it on a rewind. Please comment, share, like all these videos. Tell us what you want to do. If you have any questions, please reach out to 3 Men in the Basement on Instagram. You can find me, Everett_Otto, Roger Levesque, or Dave in a Cave, or any of the vendors on Instagram. 90% of us are. And this has just been an amazing time. So 5 hours of dealer preview. I'm a kid in a candy store. We can't do any more social media. We're going to be setting up, putting tablecloths down, setting it up, and having a great time. So if you don't like comics, then you don't have to come. But if you like comics, do you like to hang out, please show up. So on behalf of 3 Men in the Basement, Dave in a Cave, Roger Levesque, Mike the Beast Benson for wrapping up with us. That is Roger Levesque. I am Everett Otto. We are 3 Men in the Basement. The 3 Men in the Basement comic book swap is happening May 14th, Newington, Connecticut. The Angry Hair. Follow us. Do what you got to do. Show up. Buy comics. Have a great time. Peace.
Good night, Canada.